And welcome to South Oval for this big second semi-final between Curtin Uni Wesley and Fremantle CBC. My name is Ward Harris, joined today in commentary by Mark Winnett. How are you, Winnie?
Very well, Ward. And yourself, mate?
Mate, doing very well. And look, we'll be not only up and about for a big second semi today, but your beloved Fremantle playing a little bit later today as well.
Pretty excited about that one tonight, and early start here suits me perfectly this afternoon, so keen to get this great game of A-grade footy in and then head off to Optus and watch the mighty Dockers, mate.
Look, and it's going to be an absolute cracker, and it's been a good weekend of footy so far. Ripping game of AFL Thursday night, sensational game with the Swans getting up last night, and yeah, look, A-grade football out here today. And look, the two best teams, possibly, in Curtin Uni only lost the one for the year, and look, Fremantle CBC who finished second in the ladder, and I think they're set up for a cracker today.
Yeah, we absolutely are at the home of Curtin Uni Wesley, where they were very hard to beat. But yep, CBC, one of those sides who are capable of scoring heavily and fast. They play a sort of free-flowing blend of football, and expect them to tag up today too on one of Curtin Uni Wesley's best players. So game on down here. Really looking forward to this afternoon's clash.
Yeah, look, and as you mentioned, Freo CBC, they're definitely a side that can score well. And look, to get into the second semi-final this week, they defeated Uni last week, and they won that game 10-13, 73 to University's 7-44. Curtin Uni obviously having the break, and let's say with some more experienced bodies, possibly could have been good for them having the week off.
You'd think so, yeah. They're quite a experienced side, like you said, and the week off generally comes in handy, but you still like to be playing footy this time of year in the finals, those hardened games that you get, Ward. Pretty important when you're playing week to week. So it's all set up really for Curtin Uni Wesley today. Top of the side, playing at home, had a week off, but expect Fremantle CBC to come out firing, and they certainly won't let them have it on their own terms all day, that's for sure.
And look, these two teams have played each other twice this year so far. Very, very early in the season, I think Curtin Uni were able to just get them. I think it was a score of 7-10-52, beating Freo CBC 5-8-38. And that was right at the beginning of the season when, probably COVID was running through a little bit more. So tight margin there. And then a little bit later in the season, just towards the back end of June, Curtin Uni also won 8 goals, 14-62 to Freo CBC 5-7-37 there. So, look, most of the games have generally been between 3 or 4 goals, and do you think that's probably a similar margin we might end up with today? Yeah,
I'm hoping for a bit of a closer game. I think we did that last game. It was here, CBC, probably one bad quarter. I think if I remember tests me correctly, cost them that game. But I'm actually hoping for a closer contest today, and underdogs in finals is a little bit of a thing with that with me, Ward. I think you always be very, very careful of that underdog. And I do know that Curtin Uni Wesley are a bit wary of CBC. They know they've got the firepower and the X-factor sort of players, and I think they're one of the only sides who can actually beat Curtin Uni Wesley. So I'm expecting a close one, but probably expecting the home side to get home today.
And look, we're just going to have to go a real short break right before we go to this coverage. We'll be back very shortly for the first bounce.
No one's here.
So as the umpire brings the ball to the middle of the ground, second semi-final action out here at South Oval. Curtin Uni and Freo CBC. I'm picking Freo CBC in an upset. Mark, where have you landed?
Oh, geez, my heart leads to CBC. I think probably Curtin Uni Wesley by 8 points, but I'd love to see CBC cause an upset, having played there a long time ago, just for a very short space of time.
All right, the umpire now waiting for the players to reset, and we won't be very far from the first bounce here. And here we are, ready to roll. We've got Higgins in the ruck for CBC. He's going to go up against Jones. Sorry for CBC there as the umpire throws it up, and Higgins able to take that one out. players coming through there. Good tackle pressure early. The player jumping on the back there was Luke Salamoni, and the umpire will come and throw it up again.
Looks like David Roach is running with Cade Stewart.
That'll be a good match-up there today as Higgins takes it out the ruck, tackled straight away by Patterson. And the umpire will grab it again.
Yeah, Roach, really tough player, good endurance, very aggressive sort of mid. He'll wear Stewart very tight all day.
So the umpire up again. Both ruckmen going on it. Jones probably knocks that one forward. Chen tries to knock it, and it's been taken off the ground there. Picked up on the outside by Pearson. And the umpire's found a free kick there. And it's going to go to the CBC player on this far side in Pearson. So Pearson just goes to look and switch the ball there. It's a good kick. Goes over the top. Drop mark there by Franklin. Goes to try and re-pick it up there. Corner with him for company there. Diolo handballs over the top there. Good kick inside 50 by McCarry to the face of goal. Running onto it, and first goal from CBC. It's Brennan Gillum, and that is the first goal. And we've only just gone 1 minute in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's just a skill error, I suppose. CBC obviously do what they tried to do, switch the ball across the ground, and Franklin unfortunately dropped the mark, and they created the opening for Dall'Olio to weave his way through and grubby old kick forward, but that's all it needed, and Brennan Gillum was on near that one. The defender makeshift forward, and first goal to Curtin Uni Wesley. So you'll see that from CBC today. They will try and change the angle, switch the ball, move fast, try and find that open play, and with that comes a little bit of risk, but expect them to keep trying to take those kicks throughout today, Ward.
Yeah, look, it's normally a mark that Franklin would have ended up taking with the wind's quite tricky right the way across the ground at the moment. I'm not sure it's going to favour either end, but I'll tell you what, it feels like it's blowing right at us, mate. So, yeah, tricky conditions. Let's see which team can make use of it to start with. Umpire with the ball back in the middle of the ground. Once again, Higgins and Jones. And Higgins able to knock that one forward. Picked up this time by Matty Ward. He'll kick inside 50 there. Leading players. Good spoil over the back there by the player there in Sam Dennis. But kick back inside 50 by Salamoni. Perham one-on-one there. Good knockdown there by the Curtin player. But Brennan Chen just keeps the ball in. Almost could have been knocked out of bounds. And that was Pacelli. And the umpire will come and throw it in about 30 metres around.
Yeah, it looks like Pacelli as well playing on Jack Perham, the spearhead for CBC today. So another good matchup to keep an eye on.
So interestingly, the umpire's called out of bounds on the full there, just off Pacelli's foot. And Brennan Chen's going to have a kick on goal. Really tough angle. We're literally right behind it.
Yeah, Wynn's going to have to go left goalpost here. Ward to be any hope.
So Brennan Chen just sets it up, and mate, he needed to do what you said because that has gone out of bounds on the full. It'll be a kick in again to Curtin Uni Wesley.
Okay, we'll see. Curtin Uni Wesley to bring the ball in through Daniel Hill. Hill looks to switch across to Wilson. Experienced defender Blaine Wilson. Always uses the ball well. Out to Sam Dennis on the outer side. Dennis just tried to craft a kick. Unfortunately, he scrubbed it off his boot. It's out of bounds on the full. Freo CBC bring the footy back in. Another inside 50. Looking for targets at the moment. Expect him to go long and direct. And they come. They compete. Channel there. He flies. Callahan knocks the ball down. Roach there at the fall of the ball. Dennis come through hard. Ball's in contest. Hampson snaps on his right foot. George Hampson. Ooh. Just to the left-hand side. It's the X-Factor player for CBC Football Club in George Hampson. Capable of kicking the impossible, Ward, isn't he?
Yeah, look, and he against Scarborough 2 weeks ago, kicked 3 absolute pearlers, almost took a mark of the year contender as well. And look, just a super dangerous player, and probably a player that will feature quite heavily in the CJ Jamison medal out at Crown this coming Monday night. As Blaine Wilson goes to bring the ball back in for Curtin Uni. That's a good long kick there, but just travels out of bounds, and it's gone all the way up to the interchange gates. Maybe there is a slight breeze to the left of screen.
Yeah, it looks pretty strong. Across the ground to this side, to the broadcast side of the oval. Expect the ball to be over here this side most of the day, I would have thought. But here we go, Jones and Higgins, centre wing, right in front of the Curtin Uni bench. Great throw, boundary umpire. Higgins takes front position, taps it down. Chen tries to grab it. Salamone for CBC, can't get it forward. Good pick up there. Stewart, ball spins out to Chen, always in and under. Scrubby old left foot kick, just smothered off the boot. Play on to the umpire. Parry just scrubbed it away. Here's Buick. Oh, hold the ball. Great tackle. Luke Salamone ran down Buick from behind. CBC tempo right up at the moment. Good to see early days of this qualifying final. Luke Salamone to put him inside 50 again. Numbers everywhere. They'll all fly. Up goes Perham. At the back is Callahan, the half-back flanker. Over the top now to Buick, mopping up across the back, full back line. Tries to switch the ball across. Got no one really to go to. Pearson's there for CBC. Gets there first. Still on the footy is Pearson. Numbers everywhere around the ball there. CBC got it again. Scrubby old kick, and there's Dan Anthony. Marking the footy about 50 metres out at South Oval. Dion Anthony, brother of the coach, Liam Anthony. Former North Melbourne footballer, obviously. East Fremantle player as well. Younger brother Dion here. CBC umpire calls play on. Big long kick to the top of the square. Higgins is there, as is Perham. They'll all fly. Hampson as well. Ball clears over the pack, and there'll be a boundary throw in. Ward. Just see that wind carry the ball from that occasion, couldn't you?
Yeah, look, it was interesting there. I thought it was potentially going to hold up, and all the players probably misread that one. It just ended up keeping going. So, yeah, going to be really tricky conditions out here today. As the umpire will go and throw it in again, and it looks like it'll be Higgins, probably against Frampton this time. So the umpire throws it in there. Frampton can't take it. Higgins takes it out of the ruck, tries to push it on. Buick went to push it forward, and it's knocked forward there this time by Jared Parry. Well picked up this time by CBC. Go to Matty Ward. He'll kick it up. And an absolute shocker of a kick. Unfortunately, picks one player out of four that he didn't want to, and that was Blaine Wilson, who goes and plays on. Goes across to Chris Leonard. Doesn't quite sit for him. 3 CBC players going through it there. And it's going to flick out on that far side. Good pick up this time, and another inside 50 there. It'll sit for Perham. Oh, Perham can't get it. Bocelli for company there. Perham still on his hands and knees trying to pick it up there. Good pressure from Curtin Uni. And the umpire will come and grab it again. Yeah,
really good tempo start here. Both sides still finding each other out. Early days of this qualifying final. Only 7 minutes in down here at South Oval, and have a stoppage deep inside CBC's 50. Higgins grabs it and just scrubs it on the left foot. Playing in front there. Good mark to Bryn Osborne. Osborne's got the footy in the half-back line for Curtin Uni. Wesley just surveying his options. Decides to go long up the line. They'll all compete up there. Man in front. Good strong mark. I think it's Mears that might be the youngster for Curtin Uni. Wesley. No, it's not. Gets his kick away. Long up towards half forward. They all compete up there. Coming through, that was Mears. Socket the ball. CBC numbers getting back. Hampson there. Oh, great meat of the contest. Good tackle, Hampson. Curtin Uni player able to get the footy out. Here comes through Roach, looking for a target. Run down from behind. Mason picks it up. Spots the target upside forward, and good kick. Rhett Mason. Great pass. Spots Dallolio's marked the footy left full forward pocket for Curtin Uni. Wesley. And that was swift ball moving off the turnover, Ward.
Yeah, look, really, really well done there. It was just that tackle pressure that created that opportunity. And great kick inside 50 by Mason. Diolio just using his experience, and he'll go back and have a set shot. Going to be a tough angle into this wind, but let's see what experience can do for Corey Diolio. So looking to put the second goal on the board. Diolio runs around a little bit. Distance will be interesting. It looks like it's going to go right the way to the line. Touched on the boot, and good mark there. Has it been? No, the umpire says that's gone through, and that'll be behind to Curtin Uni. They're now 1-1-7. And Freo CBC are yet to score as they go and keep it back in again. And well marked there out on the lead by Tom Smith. Goes and plays on through the middle of the ground. Here comes CBC through Matty Ward. Good hit up there goes Matty Ward. Be a kick over the top. Perham is the target. How does it sit? Oh, Jack Perham, great mark. And he's going to go back and have a set shot 25 metres out, directly in front.
Really impressive ball movement for Freo CBC. That's what we spoke about early on, that fast ball movement, looking to change the angles, go quick. They've got good players with good foot skills in their side, and Perham there just outpointed Bocelli, and Wilson elected not to come over the top and kicking himself after that, Blaine Wilson. But Jack Perham should go back and kick CBC's first.
So Perham directly in front, 25 metres out. Oh,
Jack.
And he's left it right the way left. And that's a behind on the board for CBC. And apparently 2 points on the board. We've got Curtin Uni 1-1-7. Freo CBC the 2 behinds. And we've got about 9 minutes in this first quarter.
Blaine Wilson bring the ball back in for Curtin Uni. Former West Coast Eagle just surveying his options, taking his time. He knows his side's kicking into a pretty strong wind. Comes out to the broadcast side. They'll all compete up here. There's Lockie Dennis. Good mark, Lockie Dennis. Really strong contest. Quality player in A-grade Perth footy leagues, Lockie Dennis. He just crafts a short kick up to the wing there. I think that's to Mason. The wingman, Rhett Mason. Mace just spots up Dennis again. He ran into the pop space. Plays on now. Just crafting their way into this wind here. Curtin Uni. Wesley, really smart ball movement. Playing on again is McCarry. McCarry goes a bit longer. Up towards half forward. They'll all compete. Higgins is there. Picks up the football. Umpires come in and paid a free kick. And it could be going the way of Brock Higgins, I think it is. The big man, yep. Gives it off to Stewart. Cade Stewart on the left foot. Drives it long. It's straight. It's there. Cade Stewart on the left foot. Brock Higgins gave the handball off to the classy finish of Stewart. And the left footer went bang from 40 Ward straight over the goal umpire's hat.
Beautiful, and that's the kind of confidence builder Stewart needs at the moment. We haven't called much of his name so far today. Roach is obviously playing him pretty hard and doing a great job so far, but look, that confidence there for Cade Stewart, and that'll give Curtin Uni a lead, extend their lead 2 goals, 1-13. Freo CBC just the 2 behinds. They've got about 10.5 minutes in this first quarter, and look, that breeze is really running havoc at the moment.
It is. It didn't worry Cade Stewart though. One of my favourite players in the Perth Football League is Stewart. Beautiful left foot kick, and that's what the good players do. They take full advantage of their opportunities, and Stewart did that there.
As the umpire throws it up this time, Higgins goes up almost by himself, but Frampton, the other ruckman, picks it up and it's been flicked across to Leonard. Leonard, a bit of the fumbles there, and the ball's popped out. Good pressure from either side there, and the play there was Parrish. Chen kicks it, an up and under kick inside 50 there. Hampson probably didn't worry about his player too much. And should have gone for the ball as the ball's flicked over the top, and Hampson now has it. He's going to have an opportunity for a shot on goal. Could have flicked it across, but that is class by George Hampson. Left foot kick, dribbles it through, and first goal on the board for Freo CBC. 1 goals 2. Curtin Uni 2 goals 1-13. And back to a margin of only 5 points.
Yeah, really experienced of George Hampson coming to the fore there. Just read the flight coming in over the top. Knew it was probably going to carry. Didn't need much time. He had young Saunders on for the handball if he wanted him, but Hampson's not going to give that off and not going to miss those either. So, really important one for CBC. With the strong, probably with the kicking with the 8, it's pretty strong wind, Ward across the ground, but probably favouring this end, you'd dare say. So, good start for them to get on the board.
So the umpire will go and bring it back to the middle of the ground again. Halfway through this first quarter, down at South Oval, and Curtin Uni leading it by 5 points. As the umpire throws up again, Frampton and Higgins in the ruck. Higgins just reads that one better and hits it out. Good pick up by the CBC player there.
Yeah, it's the concern, the second ruckman for CBC today against Higgins and Cronin. Really, it's when it could get a bit messy for them, Ward, if Frampton's not able to compete and get hands or at least halve those ruck contests. It's going to get messy for those midfielders to try and hold up.
So a free kick there for Cade Stewart. He kicks it inside 50 there. No one able to pick it up. Good pick up there by Parry. Snaps around his body was Mason. Big up and under kick. Going to be a tough one to mark. No one does. The ball comes out. CBC pick it up and tackled straight away. Andrioli flicks it back there, and here comes CBC through. I think it's Franklin on that far side. Harding goes over the top, and he's found his counterpart there for CBC in, I think it's Knight. Knight goes and kicks it long, but a great spoil over the top there. There's been a free kick, yes it is. And it's going to go to...
Going to be Cronin for a hold, I think, umpire said. Held his arm in the contest. Big Richard Cronin. Former Claremont player, Ward, playing centre-half back at the moment for Curtin Uni Wesley.
Now they've got such good height right the way across the ground, and hits up the other big fella in Brock Higgins there. So Higgins with the ball 70 metres from his own goal, and he'll just go and kick it long to a pack of players. Players go up there, good spoil from behind by CBC, and they'll try and sit there and relieve the pressure gap, but it's turned over, and Cade Stewart with the ball steps inside, goes onto his right foot, kicks it inside 50, good target there. Oh, almost a great mark. And he has taken it. That is an absolutely sensational mark. And I think that could be the young man in Mears, possibly.
Yeah, that is Kai Mears. Jeez, he flew back with the flight of the ball and kept his eye on it the whole time. Warden just lost it here at the last minute where we were, but magnificent mark from the young man. Can he go back now and finish off his good work and kick a goal?
So he'll need to aim this one just slightly to the right goalpost, I think. Distance won't be a problem. It's going to be a tough kick. Great mark. Let's see if he can go for a great finish and put the third on the board for Curtin Uni. So Mears steps in and just out to the right-hand side. Another behind. 2 goals, 2-14. Fremantle CBC 1-2. Just under 15 minutes gone in this first quarter.
See the designated kicker for CBC, Warwick Andrioli, to bring the ball back in. Spent a little time at St Kilda back in the day. Did Andrioli, former South Fremantle player. Beautiful left foot he has. Put the mock on him there, kicked it straight to the contest, and Parry's too good. Marked the ball in front. Curtin Uni Wesley to get a repeat forward 50 entry here. Parry just looking for his options. He's going to go along to the contest now. They'll all fly. Up they go, competing high. Smith is there with a fist for CBC, and they're able to take it through for a rush behind. And Franklin will bring the ball back in. Looking for a bit of fast play here. I think Fremantle CBC. What can Miles Franklin do? Ball in hand, usually very, very reliable. This time again, no exception to the rule. Good spot up, Franklin. Far side there. CBC just looking for that methodical ball movement. Good mark to the player in front was Bonjasha. It's David Bonjasha, former East Fremantle player. Been a late inclusion in the back half of the year for CBC. Class midfielder is Bonjasha. Just takes a short option across the ground. Here's that switch again. Trying for the switch. Oh, it's a shocking kick though. Turn it over. Mears picks it up. Andrioli chasing. Mears ducking, diving, looking for an option. Comes back inside. Scrubby old kick. Ball's on the line in the contest. Corner went in. No, Dennis went in. He's on top of it. CBC players one holding the ball. And the umpire said it was holding the ball. Good tackle down there. Jordan Newman. Well, Lockie Dennis just sat on the footy. Lockie didn't try and get it out. Umpire said it's holding the footy. Play on now through Tom Smith in the back pocket for CBC. Tough little small defender. Smith just spots up Anthony on the far side of the oval. It's Dion Anthony with a ball in hand for Freo CBC. Again, little chipping option. Finds Brody Knight out there. Half-back line for Freo CBC. Just really slow ball movement at the moment, Ward, while they try and find an option or two. But here comes the leading target of Hampson now. Punched away from Callaghan. Ball still in dispute. Picked up there from the big man Jones. He was taken down. Numbers everywhere for Curtin Uni. Scrubbed away from Latch. Puts the ball forward. They'll compete up there. Umpire said play on. The ball must have been touched. Numbers around everywhere. Chen's in there. Umpire said give it here. Ollie Parrish, it is getting off the bottom of the pack. And we'll have a throw up. Half forward line, Curtin Uni Wesley.
So the ball hasn't gone much distance in the last few minutes now, but the umpire throws it up again. And once again, it's Chen who's been fairly prolific early again. Sit there and it'll go through Parrish. Good set of hands there. Goes to Ward. Ward just flicks over the top there. Not the greatest kick. Actually, it's worked out all right. We keep losing it behind the cameraman there. It kicks inside 50. Oh, well done by Dennis going back with the flight of the ball. You look to try and flick it through there. Good pressure from the two CBC players there. Good hand back. Goes to Roach. Has plenty of time. Handballs it to Hampson, but picked off by Bocelli. And it's taken out of bounds in front of Hampson. And no love lost between David Roach and Kate Stewart there.
No, well, Roach wearing him really tight. Two country boys, one from Katanning, one from Pemberton. So no love lost. The two country boys to go at it today, Ward.
Boundary umpire will go and throw it in again. Good knock over the top there. What's the umpire paid here? He's going to say bring it back, I think.
Well, Chan got penalised for grabbing the ball, but I don't think he had many other options, did he? What's the instinct?
Yeah,
First instinct there was to grab the ball and try and kick a goal, wasn't it?
It was a bit unlucky, but a free kick to Brent Latch, and he'll sit there and relieve the pressure for Curtin Uni Wesley. Going over the top there, almost marked by Dennis, and he'll try and kick it forward off the ground. McCarry just taps it forward there. You've got Cronin there as well, fighting with Parrish, and the umpire will come and ball it up right in front of the interchange gates for these two sides. 18 minutes gone. Curtin Uni Wesley 2-3-15. Freo CBC 1-2-8. Umpire throws it up again. Jones just able to knock that one forward there. Stewart going to chase there, but pushes the player there in Williamson over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in once again.
6 minutes to go down here at South Oval in the first quarter of the qualifying final. See Curtin Uni Wesley 2-3-15. Freo CBC 1-2-8. Just waiting to gather the ball here on the broadcast side of the ground. The ruckman will go at it again. I think it's Jones and Latch on this occasion, is it? Jones takes front position, taps it down. There's Anthony Shark on the right foot kick. Williamson punched away. Parrish puts the ball inside 50. Perham's got two to beat. He'll fly again. Wilson punches it down. Bocelli can't find it. Perham's back onto him. Bocelli, quick handball. There's the experience of Blaine Wilson again, though, coming out of that back half. Goes out towards the wing. They'll compete again. Pearson's there for CBC. He's grabbed, though. Taken over the line by Ratto, I think it is, on the far side. We'll have a ball in on the far side of the ground. Good tempo, good crowd here today. Watching this qualifying final. Big Jones and Latch to compete again. Jones takes front position. Bustles Latch out the way. Pumps it forward. They go at it there. Numbers all around the footy. Callaghan had it first. There it goes through Parry. Curtin Uni Wesley up towards Dennis at half 40. Marks the footy. Lockie Dennis starting to work his way into the game. Looking for an option forward. Dennis pumps the ball in deep. They'll compete. Corners up there. Punched away there by Harding. Great contest, Luke Harding. And that'll be a really good matchup today, Ward. Harding versus Big Buckets down there.
Yeah, it will be good, and if Buckets can get a bit of clean ball movement going inside 50, he's going to be a real danger. But Harding, a quality defender, and he'll wear him like a glove all day.
I hope that bloke driving that go-kart's not going to be out there all day, Ward. He's driving me mad.
As the umpire throws it in again, and the two big ruckmen go up as McCarry against Jones. Ball's landed in the hands of Dennis, and we'll have another ball up right in the same spot the two ruckmen competed before. Once again, it'll be McCarry and Jones. McCarry able to knock that one forward there. Lockie Dennis chasing. A good knock forward this time by the player in Hardy. And it's gone out of bounds. The umpire will throw it in on that outer side.
Really hard to score at the moment. Everyone, numbers around the ball, fiercely contested. Good footy to see.
So the umpire will go and throw it in again. It's going to land a bit short. McCarry able to just knock that one forward there. Lands out in front of Chris Ledden. We'll have another throw in on the outer side. So 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. 2-3-15 at Curtin Uni. 1 goal 2-8 Fremantle CBC.
And you throw in there McCarry and Jones to go at it again. McCarry just knocks it down. Jones hacks it out of the air. Big right foot. Parrish comes up. Really clever mark. Ollie Parrish. Really smart player is Parrish. Umpire said that's 50. Yep, 50 metres. Curtin Uni Wesley ran through the mark. Really timely, 50 metres with 3 minutes to go. And Parrish is trying to milk another one with Cronin. Cronin not sure whether they get in the way, out of the way, what to do. But Ollie Parrish has got the footy about 45 metres out for CBC, directly in front. Wilson's back in the goal square, spare player. Lots of Curtin Uni numbers back, but obviously the CBC player think he's got the journey. Parrish comes in. Will it get there? They'll compete. It does! Great goal, Oliver Parrish. Great contest in the middle of the ground, 50-metre penalty. And CBC bring up their second of the day through Ollie Parrish. And the score down here at South Oval is Curtin Uni Wesley, 2 goals, 3-15. Fremantle CBC, 2-2-14.
And look, it really shows the quality of players that we have running through the A-grade competition. You end up giving away a 50-metre penalty in the middle of the ground, and you've got these, experienced ex-AFL and waffle footballers. They're going to make you pay. And look, the Freo CBC players, they knew he had the distance in him, and an absolutely beautiful kick by Ollie Parrish. Ended up winning our snag of the day a couple of weeks ago, and adds his first to the tally. 2.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Curtin Uni with the barest of margins. As the umpire throws it up again, the two starting ruckmen in Higgins and Jones, probably half that contest, but Salamoni able to bring it back. Goes back to Roche. Up and under kick inside 50, a lot of distance there. Almost spoiled over the top by the player from Curtin Uni, but great pick up by Hampson, who's tackled by the player in Callaghan. And the umpire will come and throw it up about 45 metres out from Freo CBC's goal.
Looking dangerous, Hampson.
So Frampton and Higgins. Higgins just powers his way out of that one and just kicks it forward there. Chasing it is Pearson. Pearson just folds it around his body there. Chen tries to compete there. Lands for Salamoni. Goes the don't argue. Oh, could have been holding the ball. And yes, it is. And good tackle pressure there by Curtin Uni. And that'll be a free kick to them as they'll just try and relieve the pressure now with 1 minute to go. And a good tackle by Sam Dennis. So Sammy Dennis with the ball. Go the long kick. He's gone to the middle of the ground there, just off the side of the boot. Flies over the top was McCarry. He was able to spoil it forward there. Good tackle pressure from behind once again. And that was Tommy Hooker. And the umpire will come and throw it up just outside the middle of the ground.
Minute to go down here in the first quarter. Can another side score? Higgins and Jones go at it again. Jones, front spot, knocks it down. Ward's been prolific in first quarter. Left foot snap around the corner. Knight there, met the ball first, but back is Gillum. Kicked the goal already in the day, Brennan Gillum. Pops it up in the air towards Dennis. Good contest there. Umpire didn't call out of bounds. Called it, but didn't. Called play on. Up they go. Will they score from this CBC? Hampson's there. Here's the X-Factor player, George. Ward coming through hard. Oh, great contest. Matty Ward, the country boy, he didn't take a backward step either. And on top of the ball again, CBC players wanted holding the ball. The umpire said, no, we'll ball it up. 30 seconds to go down here in the first quarter. Higgins and Jones again. Jones taps it down. Good tackle. Umpire says what? Free kick going to Curtin Uni Wesley. And that should see the quarter out, you'd think, Ward.
Yeah, let's see if they can reload. 20 seconds left to go. Rado with the ball. Just on his own 50-metre line now. Will he go quickly? He's going to go the kick to this side of the ground. Latches the target. He takes a good mark under pressure. But I think he is going to run out of time now.
Looks like there's a serious injury here, Ward. It might be Lockie Dennis, is it, from that marking contest? hasn't moved since that contest. Trainers around him on the boundary line, and I've got a feeling it is Lockie Dennis clutching what might be his knee.
Yeah, look, we being right on the boundary line there. We hadn't noticed that one, but look, we'll update you after we come back from a very short break. But quarter time here out at South Oval now, and it is Curtin Uni Wesley leading this contest 2 goals 3-15. Fremantle CBC 2-2-14. Goal scorers from both sides. Curtin Uni Wesley 1 to Brennan Gillum and 1 to Cade Stewart. The goal scorers for CBC. Ollie Parrish with one and George Hampson with the other. We'll go to a quick break. Don't go far. We'll see you ready for the second quarter. So back to the action out here at South Oval. And at quarter time, it is Curtin Uni Wesley leading this contest 2 goals 3-15 to Fremantle CBC 2-2-14. A 1 point lead. And look, it's lived up to a second semi-final pretty well so far, Mark.
Certainly has. Really great start. First quarter of footy. Curtin Uni Wesley probably had the better of the start up into the breeze, but then Freo CBC sort of levelled it up. And as you know, in finals, generally sort of low-scoring games. Ward and thought the CBC midfield started getting on top a bit in the second half. The likes of Ward and Roach starting to get some footy inside and moving the ball really freely when they got to the Parish and these sort of players. So, yeah, great first quarter in the qualifying final.
Look, it has been, and we mentioned just before the quarter time break, Lockie Dennis. We were a bit worried about him. He hadn't moved off the ground, but look, it's good to see him just walking off now. We're not sure if he's going to get to take more of a part in this game as he's in the trainer's hands, but look, we'll wait and see. We see the Fremantle CBC huddle there, and they'll be pretty happy, I think, with their first quarter as well. They were able to snag a couple of really good goals there. A good goal from Hampson, and then a long goal by Ollie Parrish just through from that 50-metre penalty. But look, what do you think the Fremantle CBC coaching group would be saying here at quarter time, Mark?
I think Liam Anthony would be full of praise for his side, trying to keep him in the contest against the top side of the ladder, and he'd be really imploring his team this quarter to be working that ball up into the breeze, to get his midfield to keep running and spotting those spare players. You can see from the first quarter you can score up into that breeze, and look, they're a big club, CBC. They're a proud club up in the A grade, and you know, they're hearing numbers today around their players, and just had a text from an old CBC legend up in Onslow watching on the live stream, Ward in old Mastro. So they're all watching today, the CBC boys, and yep, I think they're in it for a fight today if this first quarter's anything to go by.
And look, really it is all on the line. The winner gets another week off and gets to play in the grand final at Bassendean Oval on Saturday, September 17. So, look, both these teams will be going absolutely hammer and tongs, and we've got 3 quarters left. Let's see which one is left standing in another 3 quarters' time. As Curtin Uni, they sit there and break up and get ready to go back to their positions. Freo CBC just going through their last instructions now, and they'll sit there and go and take their positions now. So good to see Lockie Dennis just walking around the boundary line now.
Yeah, that's really good to see Lockie Dennis. He's had a bit of a history of some knee issues, but good to see that he's walking off the ground. Not sure he will play any further part today, but let's hope that he can, most certainly. Sorry, mate. Yeah, not great news there. Hang on. Lockie Dennis looks like ACL injury, just walked past and said to us it looks like he's done his ACL. So shocking news for Curtin Uni Wesley in the qualifying final and Lockie Dennis. But that's footy, as he said, and he's a tough character. And, geez, handled that really well, didn't he, Ward?
Yeah, look, absolutely right. And, you know, as the ultimate team player, and you can see he's disappointed, but he'll just be wanting his team to get over the line. Let's see what they can do now as the umpire brings us to go ready for their second quarter. CBC bringing it out the middle, and it's going through Roche. They'll be kicking to the left of screen. A good kick. Doesn't quite get inside 50 there as players compete. And here comes Stewart. Stewart kicks along the ground. Higgins chasing the big fella. Almost a good mark there. Just spits over the top there. Good pressure there by CBC and knocked forward by Jones. But Higgins just uses his body, pushes him off. Ball going out through the middle, and Osborne kind of almost looks like he threw it, but the umpire said no. It goes to Leonard. He's been pretty quiet so far, but that is a smart kick down the line and a good spoil over the top by Harding.
Now, like what I've seen from big Mark Jones so far, aggressive in the ruck for CBC, not letting Higgins take the ascendancy, which I thought he might come into the game, and Harding's not giving corner 1 inch either, so good close marking is here down at South Oval.
So the umpire throws in again. Shallow throw, but difficult going into the breeze there as Roche is able to pick it up. Another possession for him, nice and early. Good tackle there by Callahan, and he ends up getting the free kick for holding the ball. So Aaron Callahan, a kick and a half from goal. Leading players, McCarry is one of them. He sets it up nicely, and it'll go to McCarry. Oh, good mark out on the lead by Zach McCarry. He plays on nice and quick.
Dalileo's in the goal score on his own.
Oh, unlucky. Well done by Franklin. The umpire
Great
says
contest.
Play on. And CBC will look to mop up there. It's going to go back through Franklin. But Curtin Uni able to just chase that ball. Good pressure there. And good tackle there from behind by Smith. And it was almost Brennan Gillum looking to try and add to his goal tally there.
That's what I love about the Perth Footy League. Well, if that's the AFL, that's a free kick. But in the Perth Footy League, that's a great contest. And that's what we want to see in the finals. Let that one go, umpire. Great work.
As the umpire throws it up again. And good tackle by Mears. And we'll come in and have another throw up again. A great start to this second quarter so far. 2 minutes gone, no additional score. Curtin Uni leading by points. As the umpire throws up again, this time it was that play in Newman able to win that contest there. The ball flicks out there. Well done once again by Franklin. Chased there by Cade Stewart. Umpire has found a free kick. And I think it is going to go across to Franklin. We've got Aaron Callahan, who looks to be winded in the middle of the ground there. But Franklin has the ball, plays on, and finds Roche on that outer side.
Here's David Roach, footy on the half-back flank for CBC. Running with Cade Stewart today, switches across to Franklin. Great ball, Miles Franklin. He goes to the aggressive kick into the middle. Great option. Harding marks the footy. Centre half-back for CBC. They want to roll here. Umpire said, come around, Luke. He does. Goes out wide. Andrioli's on. The classy left footer. Warwick Andrioli looks for an option. Goes up towards half-forward. They'll all compete. Numbers will get there. Great contest. Ball goes to ground. Frampton should run onto it for CBC. He does. He collects the ball. Johnny Frampton on the left foot just scrubbers it inside 50. Bounce past Wilson. Curtin Uni in there though, defending hard. Handball back out to Frampton. Frampton knocks it down. Umpire said it was out of bounds though. And there'll be a throw in deep in the left full forward pocket for Fremantle CBC. And I think we've got a blood rule as well at the moment. Someone coming off of the blood rule for CBC, is it? I think it might be
Roach,
David Roach, yep. Not a surprise the way he's getting in and around the contest at the moment, Ward.
Absolutely right. So Cade Stewart gets a little bit of a reprieve there as Salamoni comes on. Could be a couple of players coming with the blood rule possibly there.
It's a really good contest so far, isn't it? Both sides still just finding their way and trying to sort each other out, but tight, hard contest of Perth Footy League A-grade football.
So we're back on here now. The umpire will throw it in. It'll be the two big fellas there in Higgins and Frampton. Higgins able to knock that one down, picked up by CBC, and Dion Anthony B is gang tackled by 3 players. And we'll have another ball up just out on that far side of the ground. Anthony's still picking himself up after those tackles. Frampton in the ruck again, but Higgins takes it out, tackled by Chen. Good hands just to get it out there, and here comes Curtin Uni just trying to push the ball forward there. Well picked up by Dennis. Anthony has the ball. He handballs across. It's going to be Saunders. Saunders shot on goal. and just out to the right-hand side. Another behind her, and we are all square here out South Oval. 2 goals, 3 apiece. 5 minutes gone in this second term.
Should have finished that one, young Saunders. Ward needed to make that pay, but here's Dennis now. Great smother from Ward. Geez, he's been good so far, Matty Ward. Really hard and tough player. Gets back in, wins the footy out by hands. Numbers everywhere, though, around this contest. Scraps out. Here's Parrish for CBC. Ollie Parrish, quick hands. Down Anthony, looking inside for a target. They compete on the ground. Knocked it away. In there for CBC. Latch now for Curtin Uni. There's Stewart on the left foot, but outside to Newman. Jordan Newman scrubs around one. Gets back up, kicks the ball back inside for CBC. They compete again. Numbers everywhere. Here's that boy Saunders. What can he do this time? Back to Callaghan for Curtin Uni. Wesley scrubs out on the left foot and marked again by Ward out. The umpire said play on. All going in hard here around the contest. There's people everywhere. Can't quite see who's got the ball at the moment. Good high contest and kick out again. Newman couldn't mark it for CBC. And a good wrap-up tackle on that occasion there by Dall'Olio. And we'll have a ball up right on centre wing. 5 minutes into the second quarter here at South Oval. The qualifying final. Jones and Higgins to go at it again. Higgins taps it down this time. Stewart on the left foot just barrels it forward. Here's corner. Hasn't had much of it today yet. Still can't mark it. Ball bounces past him. Newman getting back there. Taken high. Couldn't have been given a kick. McCarry wrapped him up. Umpire said no. Fair call. And we'll ball it up right in front of us here on the broadcast. 52 metres out from the Curtin Uni Wesley goal. The key forward's been starved of any sort of real ball movement so far, haven't they, Warden? Haven't seen a lot of McCarry or corner as yet.
No, look, it's been tough conditions for the key forwards, both ends of the ground, even CBC as well. Blaine Wilson just playing that beautiful role as the spare defender most of the day and chopping off most of those as well. But Curtin Uni trying to bring the ball through the middle of the ground there. Good handball, picked up straight away. Buick turns it over and picked up by the player there from CBC, and it's spoiled out of bounds just right in front of the interchange gate. Still all even Stevens, 6.5 minutes into this second quarter. So the umpire will throw it in again. Once again, it'll be the 2 starting ruckmen in Higgins and Jones. Jones able to probably knock that one down this time. Great tackle straight away by the player there for Curtin Uni. And that was Brennan Gillum, and the umpire will come and throw it up once again. So we'll reset here. Jones and Higgins. Jones able to knock that one forward again. Roche back on the ground now. Good pressure there by Curtin Uni. Roche tries to bring it back in. The umpire says that's gone out of bounds, and a bit of feeling there as between Dion Anthony and Stewart's decided to take a bit of a fall there. Must have been a strong push there if Kate Stewart's fallen over.
Yeah, absolutely. All the country boys are mixing it up today. They love it, don't they?
Absolutely, and finals footy brings out the best in everyone. As the umpire throws it up again, Higgins ended up bringing it down, and the umpire has found a free kick there. And it's going to...
CBC locals getting up and about near their bench, trying to spy their side on. That's what we love about finals footy.
Absolutely right. Jerry Parry with the ball. He'll just sit there and try and switch it. Goes through the far side there, and he's kicked it out to that middle there. It's going to go through, I think it could be Dennis or Bocelli. Up and under kick. Mears the target. Can't quite take the mark. Feels out the other side. Hooker off the ground. Goes back to Parry, though. Mason around his body. And a nice relieving mark there to Hampson. So George Hampson with the ball 55 metres from his own goal. Looking for options. Just decides to play on, runs around a little bit, and a long kick there. Gets a bit of distance, almost to take a mark there, but it flicks through to Frampton. He's tackled straight away, and the ball pops out. Goes back to Parry now. Quick hands through Curtin Uni, and they'll sit there and kick it forward. Oh, almost a good mark there by Sam Dennis. Probably being paid a free kick, and I think he has indeed. It'll be a free kick to Sammy Dennis. Yeah,
well played, Sam Dennis in front, nice and tough. Looks for Gillum, just a short kick there, Gillum. Here's Brennan Gillum, centre wing. Curtin Uni Wesley. Going to go long up the line to Latch, and Higgins are going to compete with Jones. They all go up. Brock Higgins first hands on, couldn't mark it. In there for CBC, grab the footy, we'll have a ball up. Numbers all around this contest here. All the big men flew on that occasion. Looking forward to the ball. We've got McCarry at full forward, Dall'Olio in corner set up for Curtin Uni Wesley forward, and Big Jones spikes away on the left foot. Taken by Stewart. Smart release to Mason. Ball goes high. Up they go. Latch in front. Punch down by Newman. Good left foot kick by Ratto. Franklin intercepts for CBC. Can't take possession. Does now. Good handball out. Here's Andrioli. Turns on the wrong side, but uses his right foot well. Goes out towards that wing there. Patterson will get there for Curtin Uni. Wesley. He picks it up. Good hands from Patterson. Curtin Uni players in there everywhere over the ball. Saunders is there for CBC, putting pressure on. Coming through was Hooker. He was dispossessed. Geez, they're going in hard here. Mears on the left foot. Snaps it in. They'll compete again. Oh, Dall'Olio flew. Couldn't mark it. Franklin gets the ball. Loose contest. McCarry was met by Roach on that occasion. The crowd wanted holding the ball there. Oh, great contest. Geez, they went in hard. Parrish collected one on the shoulder there. Well done, Ollie Parrish, the little fella. Put his head over the footy, Warden. Warden right on the point of the shoulder.
Absolutely right, he did indeed. And both players going in really, really hard there. And I'll tell you what, mate, whoever wins today, they're going to need the week off because there's going to be some bloody sore bodies. As the umpire throws it up again, big Z-Mac in the ruck against Jones. Stewart snaps around his body. Corner will be there, but just goes out of his head and out of bounds on the full. And CBC will get to reload. So Andrioli with the ball. No, he'll go and kick it across, and it will actually be, it'll be Callum Hardy with the ball for CBC. So the breeze looks like it's dropped down a little bit at the moment as Callum Hardy just goes and kicks it along there. Hampson in there as well with Buick. They've picked it up there through Pearson, flicks across to Knight. It's gone across to Ward. Ward kicks it up the ground, and we've got a foot race here. It'll be Jeffrey Saunders. How will it sit? Sits beautifully. Jeffrey Saunders. Oh, great tackle pressure from behind. He's done well, and the umpire says holding the ball, and that is a belter of a tackle from that player there. And
was it Cronin, big fella?
Could have been Cronin.
Wow, big Richard Cronin.
I thought it was Lockie Dennis, and I went, no, it's unfortunately not Lockie Dennis, but well done to Cronin as Curtin Uni go and bring the ball out this outer side, and it's gone through Hill. So Hill just chips it up and finds Buick.
Shawnee Buick with a footy in the half-back flank for Curtin Uni. We'll look to go along with the contest. McCarry's got his hand up saying, kick it to me. Big Z-Mac flies. So do the CBC defenders. Ball comes to ground. Anthony can't grab it. In again goes McCarry. Oh, dispossessed without the footy on that occasion was that man Hardy. CBC. Tough defender is Callum Hardy, and he's got the ball in the half-back flank for CBC. He's looking for an option. Smart little kick up to centre wing, and here's Salamone. Tough inside midfielder. Luke Salamone switches again. Franklin's on this time. He got Dall'Olio napping as the kick sit for him. Franklin tries to keep the ball in front of him. Patterson's chasing him. Franklin soccers off the ground. CBC players come to meet the ball in Perham. Oh, great turn, Jack Perham. Shots on goal is Perham up the square. And a mark in the goal square. Fremantle CBC have marked in the goal square, and it's George Hampson. Well, put this one in the bank, Ward. George Hampson won't miss this. He snaps around his corner, and that's Hampson's second of the afternoon. Great mark, George Hampson, and CBC get one against the Tide.
Look, they did well there. Once again, they took that risky kick through the middle of the ground, and Miles Franklin, just through pure work rate, was able to bring that ball forward, get the ball inside 50 there, and look, good work by Perham just to set it up nicely to the advantage of Hampson. And two on the board now for the talented player in George Hampson, and they take a lead in this contest. It is Fremantle CBC 3-3-21, leading Curtin Uni Wesley 2-3-15. Almost 13 minutes gone in this second quarter.
You see Ollie Parrish just getting a bit of taping there. Might not have been his shoulder, like his elbow from that contest on the far side, but it's a tough character, Parrish. He'll be back. And we're back in the middle here at South Oval. Frampton against Higgins. What can Frampton do? Up they go. Frampton flies. Higgins knocks it down. Frampton collects the footy though. Salamone will get onto that loose ball. He does. Handballs it off to Dion Anthony. Here comes CBC. Great kick, Anthony, inside 50. Unable to mark was Williamson. Followed up with a rough tackle though was Williamson high. And it's a free kick to the Curtin Uni Wesley half-back line there. Big Richard Cronin.
He's very agile for a big fella, isn't he?
He is for a big man who played in the ruck in the Waffle Ward for Claremont. Playing key back here now, and Parry punches it away. Leonard, haven't seen a lot of him today, Leonard. Ball goes out of bounds on that wing there, and right in front of Dion Anthony and the CBC bench, and they're starting to get a bit of voice as they can sense their side are right in this contest this afternoon. Playing for a spot in the grand final today. All on the line here down at South Oval. Shallow throw in. Higgins read it quickly. Grabs the footy. Handball to Buick. Buick dispossessed. Wanted holding the footy the crowd, but and they got it on that occasion. Might have been a crowd free kick, that one. Roach just getting into a little bit of push and shove, and Hampson's got the footy. He's kicked two already, George. Looks up and about today. Up towards Williamson he goes, the man with the orange boots. He marks the footy, does Williamson. Jordan Williamson turns quickly, looking for a contest up towards full forward. Perham! Jack Perham on his chest. Marks in front of Bocelli, and CBC have a chance to go back and kick 2 goals inside the last 3 minutes.
And look, how good is the ball movement for CBC at the moment? They took a few risks in the first quarter, and look, it almost cost them a couple of goals, but look, their ball movement when they get it right is absolutely on point. Jack Perham, first shot on goal, stabs through it. Not the prettiest kick, but he gets a result, and that is the first on the board for Jack Perham's second goal of this second quarter. And Freo CBC, they extend their lead now. 4 goals, 3-27. Curtin Uni Wesley, 2 goals, 3-15. And look, they haven't scored at all in this second quarter, Mark.
No, they haven't, and they've got a pretty strong sort of a breeze. It is swirling, but still favouring this end. And it's not all about the wind. You've got to go and win that footy, and CBC are winning that footy at the moment, and still, as I said, changing those angles, taking the kicks, rolling and going, fast play stuff, trying to get those Curtin Uni Wesley defenders isolated one-on-one. Warden letting him get that time to set up behind the ball. As we know, they love to set up with a spare, and CBC aren't given that opportunity at the moment, and it's game on down here and really exciting. What a weekend of footy we've got.
So the umpire brings it back to the middle of the ground. We'll have Latch and Frampton in the ruck for their respective teams. Latch probably just able to win that one out, but it knocks forward to the advantage of CBC. They'll try and push the ball forward. Player at the bottom of the pack there. The umpire says that is a free kick. And I think it is going to go to Cage Stewart.
Yeah, they're wearing him very tight today. Every time he gets the footy, Cage Stewart, he's got a Freo CBC body not too far away from him. And that's the way it is when you're a prolific ball winner. In midfield in finals, you can expect to have some close attention.
So Cage Stewart with a good long kick there, corners the target there, but great mark and good body work there by, I think it's Newman, possibly for Fremantle CBC. So Jordan Newman with the ball now, just able to read it a little bit better than corner. Touched off the boot there, the umpire will definitely say play on. Well picked up by Roche, just uses his composure there to flick it back to Anthony, and a good kick out on the lead. Here comes CBC again to the advantage of Perham. Can't quite take the mark. It was Bocelli with the good work over the top there. Oh, good tackle from behind. That is holding the ball, and that is going to be a free kick to Ollie Parrish, and he'll go back and try and kick his second of the game.
What a fantastic rundown tackle. They're up and about at the moment. Fremantle CBC and the top side look rattled here at home. At the moment, they just can't get the footy in their hands. Pressure's gone up another level, and Ollie Parrish, smart little crafty ex-East Fremantle goal sneak, will come in for a chance to kick his second.
So Ollie Parrish kicks through it absolutely beautifully. Started at left. It's gone right. The wind just kicked up at the wrong time. The ball has stayed in actually. Chen picked it up off the ground there. Picked up by CBC. Good tackle. Bocelli, that could have been a free kick. And what's the umpire played here? The ball's gone out of bounds on that far side. So Curtin Uni really just trying to push to get back into it at the moment. Their midfield group probably needs to lift a little bit. The likes of Leonard, Mason, and probably even Cade Stewart has been worn very, very hard at the moment. Ball
Buick's not getting a lot of run on the outside, Ward, either, at the moment.
No, he's not. Higgins doing very well in the ruck as well. He's had Jones for company most of the day, and it's been fairly even, but Higgins probably just got the better of that, I think, contest at the moment. But just the midfield group for CBC on top as the umpire throws it up again, and once again it's that man in Higgins, flicks it around the body and finds Rad Malajak. So Rado with the ball now. He'll sit there and just try and pump it line to the advantage of his big forwards there, but spoiled down by CBC. Ball's flicked forward there. Newman with the ball spoiled there. No one picking it up. McCarry tries to grab it. CBC with the ball at the bottom of the pack. Heaps of players around that. Hampson, I think it was this time. The ball's flicked forward there. And it's going to go back to Curtin Uni. Ball's turned over there, and it's Roche that kicks the ball forward there. Perham in a one-on-one. Ball goes through that contest. It's Blaine Wilson once again mopping up. Flicks the ball. Quick hands through there to the agile Cronin. Could have been holding the ball. Umpire lets it go. Well done by the player there in Parrish onto his right boot. Onto his left. Goes and kicks it through there. Hampson ends up dropping the ball. Picks it up again. Fends one off. Good handball back inside there. No one able to pick it up, but it has this time by Salamoni. Goes across to Anthony, who's tackled. Umpire just letting it go. No, he's pulled it back, and it will be a free kick to Curtin Uni Wesley. That was a good tackle on Dion Anthony.
Jack Bocelli down as well behind play, and it looked like he was holding his knee, Ward. Hopefully not another one here for Curtin Uni Wesley, but he's got the matchup at the moment on Jack Perham, Bocelli.
So we'll sit there and look at that one there as they kick it down the ground. It's picked up by McCarry. Ball close to the boundary line here. It just goes out in front of corner and Harding. And we'll have a boundary thrown right in front of the coach's bench here for Curtin Uni Wesley. And he'll be the coach in Craig White. He'll be sitting there trying to work out how he can get his troops back on track.
Batelli's just holding his shoulder, but looks like he's going to be okay. I think he's just going to come off for a bit of a look, but hopefully it's good news for Curtin Uni Wesley. But they compete here. Shall they throw in again? Jones and Higgins. Higgins pushes Jones out the way, takes clean possession, up high. Come on, Buckets, get into the game. Up they go. Buckets! He heard me and he marked it, the big fella. Right in front of Luke Harding. Good mark. James Corner kept his eye on the football. And he'll come in for his first kick today, I'd say. Right full forward pocket. He's right in front of us here, Corner. Left goalpost is where he wants to be. Generally a pretty good kick, Corner. Comes in, deliberate approach. Didn't leave it out there wide enough and dragged it to the right. Not able to kick his first of the day, Ward. He's been really well held so far, but that was a really strong mark by Corner, though. Yeah,
absolutely right. He might have copped one across the mush there, I think, as well. I think the old nose might have copped one there, but we'll see how Buckets goes. But, geez, he's a good mark, isn't he? And that's just a really tough kick. As they go and bring the ball in again, good pressure by Mears, just wasn't able to get it, and a great mark by Harding. So Luke Harding just goes and switches the ball back there, goes back to Andreoli.
Surely Mears' nickname's the Cat, Ward. He's fast. He always seems to land on his feet as well.
I don't mind it, mate. If it's not, it now should be.
Yep.
The CBC try and bring the ball back there. Good pressure there by Leonard. And not quite able to get the free kick as the umpire says, I'll come in and ball it up again. And Lukey Pearson at the bottom of that one. So 21 minutes gone. Fremantle CBC leading this game by 11 points. The umpire will throw it in again. The two ruckmen go up. Higgins once again too powerful. Goes and flicks the ball forward there. But this time it's Matty Ward. Once again picks it up and kicks it forward there. Curtin Uni at the fall of the ball and Blaine Wilson. And great work there, and will go through Latch onto his left foot. Just able to find the target there. Great pressure straight away there. And the umpire, what's he paid? Could have been a free kick. And he's paid it actually to Curtin Uni Wesley there for a free kick. Must have just slipped high against Dion Anthony. Will go to Brennan Gillum. So Gillum goes and plays on. Looks for some distance there. Kicks inside 50 over the top of Higgins. Goes to McCarry. Around his body there. Left foot. Oh, onto his right, sorry. And just out to the left-hand side. And that was good work by Curtin Uni Wesley. Trying to get one on the board. They've been able to only get a point, and they bring that lead back 2 goals, 5-17. Still a margin of 10 points. Freo CBC leading this contest. 4 goals, 3-27. 22 minutes gone in this second quarter.
Warwick Andreoli bring the ball in for CBC. The left footer comes out to the broadcast side. Hampson will fly, as will Hooker there. Wrapped up his Ratto, and we'll have a throw up here. Half forward line for Curtin Uni Wesley. As Ward said, 2.5 minutes to go. Jones and Higgins. Jones taps it out. Coming through hard was Parry. They go in after him was Anthony. Umpire said, ball it up, boys. Game being played in the right spirit down here. Hard and fierce, but fair at the same time. And both sides full of quality players as Jones taps it down. Here comes Hampson trying to shark it through. He can't. Buick gets it on the right foot, scrubs it away. Up they come to meet the football. Smith's there trying to push his man under the ball. This ball went back onto it. Here comes Mears, the Cat. Bounces off. Umpire said it was out of bounds though. We'll have a throw in right in front of us here on the broadcast. Under our little gazebo here at South Oval, Ward. Deep into the second quarter.
So they're just under 2 minutes left now. The umpire throws it in right to Higgins' advantage. Good tackle over the top there. Picked up by Parry. He just flicks it forward to the advantage of Osborne. Osborne does well to keep it in there. Goes to Diolio. And he's got Franklin for company there, and it goes out of bounds 20 metres around from Curtin Uni's goal. They haven't kicked a goal in this quarter yet, and they'll be hoping to sneak one before half-time.
Jones has got to get in front here. These boundary throw-ins are shallow, and Higgins is reading it well. That's better.
So well done there. It's been picked up by Parry. Buries his head into the ground there. Well done by Stewart. Tries to take the hit, and great tackle there by Miles Franklin. Just very, very smart. Cade Stewart just trying to look for that higher contact, but really well done by Miles Franklin.
It's amazing since the AFL have ruled it out how much it's made a difference down the line, hasn't it, Ward?
Oh, look, absolutely right. Changes the game a bit. Good pick up there by Higgins, but it's flicked across to Jones. Not sure if that was 15, but the umpire has decided it was, and he's paid a mark directly in front. It'll be Brennan Gillum looking to try and put a goal on the board, and look, if he is able to put it through, I reckon this will be the last score of the second quarter.
It's a crucial kick, really. 10 points down, 30 seconds before half time, kicking with the breeze. If Gillum can kick this one, then even Stevens at half time.
So Brennan Gillum will kick from about 40 metres out, directly in front. Distance, not an issue, and is gone just out to the right-hand side, and that one must have faded late because the crowd was all over it.
CBC players let him know about it too. About 5 of them went to Gillum on that occasion. Just let him know that should have kicked that one. Good to see, good to spirit up from CBC. They're going after a few of these players here and just trying to unsettle them. As that's half time down here at South Oval in the qualifying final, Perth Footy League A grade, and we see CBC 4 goals 3-27. Curtin Uni Wesley 2-6-18. We'll just run through the goal kickers here for you for CBC. Start with 2 goals to George Hampson, 1 to Parrish and 1 to Perham. And for Curtin Uni Wesley, no goal kickers in his second quarter, but 1 to Gillum and 1 to Cade Stewart. Ward, how are you seeing this one at half time?
Look, it's been a really good contest so far. Look, Curtin Uni obviously started the slightly better of the two sides and will, leading at quarter time. But Freo CBC, it's probably been their midfield group especially that's really been able to get on top in that second quarter. Look, Higgins has been absolutely sensational for Curtin Uni, but just hasn't been able to, get the rest of his midfield group in there and influencing it all. And look, the big fellas, I guess the key forwards, they really haven't had a lot to do so far. It's probably not their day, but it's been the likes of Hampson and Parrish that obviously have been able to kick the goals, and Gillum and Stewart. So, look, it's going to be tough conditions for the bigs today, but look, Curtin Uni got it all to do in this second half if they're going to get back and win this contest.
Absolutely. Coach Craig White will have some instructions, and I think Liam Anthony will be pretty happy at CBC at half time, but only halfway through, and look forward to a massive second half down here at South Oval and see who's going to get a spot in the grand final.
Absolutely right. 50 minutes left of footy in this contest. Second semi-final out at South Oval as we go to half-time. Freo CBC leading this one 4 goals 3-27. Curtin Uni Wesley 2 goals 6-18. We'll be back after an extended break for the second half. And we're back here with almost ready for third quarter action out here at South Overland. What a ripping second semi-final we've had so far. Freo CBC currently leading 4 goals, 3-27. The home side in Curtin Uni Wesley, 2 goals, 6-18. They've only lost one game all year and find themselves behind at half-time mark.
Yeah, well, a bit of a flashback, I suppose, to last year's grand final. Maybe some of those demons will be coming back in a few heads at the moment, but massive quarter. We always say the third quarter is the premiership quarter. It was no different in the under-13s grand final last night. It's no different today in this game. It's a big quarter of footy. If you want to stand up, this is the quarter to do it.
That's right, and I heard Super Coach, and it could have been an upset win in the grand final for your young fella last night, mate.
He's sitting next to me with a big smile on his face. We played the undefeated side, knocked them off last night, the very last kick of the night, and won the grand final. So how good's that to coach junior footy? And some young bloke sitting here, he's still got the smile on his face, and that's what footy's all about. It's great to see. It
is indeed, mate. And look, we've got some other really good contests going on around the grounds today. Obviously, Freo CBC leading this one. But look, the other game is the first semi-final between University and North Beach across at UWA Sports Park there. And I think just during the second quarter sometime at the moment, it's North Beach leading that one, 2 goals, 3-15. University just the two behinds. And look, either of those sides are going to come up against a tough team next week in either CBC or Curtin Uni. So,
absolutely. Geez, the wind to be up at McGillivray there. Imagine playing out there. It's like an open wind tunnel. So I don't expect it to be too high scoring a contest, that one. But University have been the giant killers. So let's see what happens there. But all eyes on a big third quarter here. And we've got Mark Jones and Higgins ready to go at it. Mason looks like he's gone inside for Curtin Uni Wesley. Changed up a little bit. Much other changes, things will be pretty standard from here, but umpire holds the ball up, start of the third quarter down here at South Oval, and away we go. Jones and Higgins, up they go. No one wins that one out. Higgins fires it up though, gets the ball going forward for Curtin Uni Wesley. Coming out is big Zedmac, what can he do? Runs around the ball, CBC player picks it up. There's Latch, quick handball out, inside 50 Osborne, but over the top and Franklin. A reliable small defender for CBC. No, it wasn't, it was his namesake. Here's Franklin, it was Harding. Franklin to Harding, Harding to Franklin. Both sporting the same haircuts just like mine, and Harding's got the footy now on the half-back flank for CBC again. Comes out on that left foot. Good mark out here wide. CBC starting well. Third quarter. The footy on the half-back flank is Ollie Parrish. Parrish looking to switch again and go across goal. Looking for a bit of fast play overlap. Got to go now while they can. Here's Tommy Smith. You can hear him yelling to keep the ball rolling. Franklin keeps moving for CBC as they try and find that way forward. There's the kick into the middle of the oval. Smart kick, but dangerous one. Good contest there, but umpire said you're a little bit late on that one. Handball off to Anthony. Here comes CBC with that run and overlap. Williamson will get back onto it. Numbers there. Callahan got a hand in for Curtin Uni. Roach with the handball over the top. Ball bounces up. What are they able to do with it? Chen. Oh, great tackle there by Mears. Strong tackle over the line, took Roach, and there'll be a throw-up right in front of us here, Ward, half-forward line for CBC Fremantle.
And how good was that hit from the Meerkat there in Kai Mears? And the pressure is up, absolutely. You can tell it's the second semi, and both teams coming out firing to start this third quarter as the umpire throws in, and again, shallow throw. Higgins reads it best, flicks out to the far side, just in front of the player there in Chris Leonard. And we'll restart and rethrow it in again. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter. No score yet on the board. CBC leading by 9 points.
Hampson in the goal square with Buick one-on-one. They'll like that one, CBC. George Hampson very smart one-on-one in the goal square.
Umpire throws it again. It's knocked down. It's Stewart able to rove that one out of the pack. Flicks it round. We'll go to Newman. Newman just tracks it. And he's tackled out of bounds by Zedmac. And we'll have another boundary throw in right in front of the interchange gates. Out here at South Oval. So tough for the umpires today throwing into this breeze, but he'll go again. Once again, a bit of a shallow throw. Jones able to knock it this time and goes into the hands of Patterson onto the left foot there. No one able to take a mark there. Good pick up there by Leonard. Could have been out of bounds on the full. And we'll wait and see what the umpire has called there. Looks like he's going to throw it in again.
Getting lots of work today, the boundary umpires with this strong breeze. Expected to drop short again.
So the umpire throws it in again. Once again, it's Higgins at the top of that one. Does well there. Mason just tries to tap it forward there. Oh, coming through. Could have been a free kick. And it is to Freo CBC.
Ruckman need to readjust, Ward. They're too deep at those boundary throw-ins into this breeze. Ball keeps dropping 10 metres shorter than where they are, both of them.
It does indeed. And for our CBC, just happy to chip it around. Well, their ball skills, especially after quarter time, are very, very, very good. And Franklin will just go and bring it right down to the line. And precision kick. And it's been taken over the line by Wilson. And we'll have another throw-in. And the ball hasn't moved a lot the last 2 minutes. And no score to speak of in this third quarter.
Boundary throw in here, half forward line. Let's see if these ruckmen adjust to this one. Doesn't look like they have. Expected to drop short again. Here they come. Higgins in front. Gets that left hand tap down to Chen. He's grabbed quickly. Numbers all around the contest. Tempo's on here in the third quarter, as you'd expect. Spot in the grand final up for grabs. Jones and Higgins. Higgins left hand taps it down again. Anthony sharked it for CBC. Here's Roach. Roach gives it off. Pearson for CBC. Snaps around his body. Contest again. Big fist away on that occasion from the Curtin Uni Wesley defender. And we'll have another ball in. Seems to be we're repeating play over and over again here at the moment. Gone 4 minutes in the third quarter down here at South Oval.
The boundary umpire is definitely earning his keep today as he throws it in once again. Jones and Higgins. Higgins knocks that one down straight through to Ratto. He's tackled straight away though, but picked up by Mason. Could have been touched off the boot, I think. And it is indeed knocked forward by Newman. And they'll sit there and try and bring it forward. Mason chases it up again, and good kick forward there to the leading player in corner. Corner drops that one, picked up by Harding. Harding just works his way through that tackle. Just spends a bit of time there and does it absolutely beautifully. Long kick there and a great mark, just using his body well, was Blaine Wilson. So Wilson brings the ball across to the outer side and finds Gillum. So Brennan Gillum with the ball. Just taking his time once again. And sits there and runs around his player now. So Brennan Gillum, almost tackled from beside himself there, but good ball over the top by Z-Mac, and CBC see that ball out of bounds. And we just saw Lucky Dennis walk past us at the moment, and that knee is definitely wrapped very tightly.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Obviously told us before he thinks it's an ACL and knows his stuff, Lockie, so disappointing end for him, but getting there to rally around his teammates, and we'll have another boundary throw in. The 15th so far for the quarter, it seems. Higgins in front. Jones just rams it on the right foot, but it's going to go well over the top of the Curtin Uni coach's box and out of bounds. And Brennan Gillum will get the footy. And what can Curtin Uni do here? Can they shift it a little bit and see if they can draw a player out? Chip up to Parry. Parry's got the ball on the wing. He'll give it back to Gillum. Brennan Gillum, bit of overlap run for Curtin Uni. Up towards half forward, but there's that man again. Very strong mark. It's young Tommy Smith on this occasion over the Meerkat. And the CBC defence, Ward's holding up really strong here. Smith tries to play on. Crafts a kick out wide, missed his target. And we'll repeat ourselves again, another boundary throw in, centre wing. Third quarter here at South Oval. Gone 5 minutes and we seem to be in the same spot.
And I was going to say, I don't know if you can hear the noises through on the broadcast today. I reckon we've got like a little racetrack just happening over the back there as well. And I'll tell you what, they look like they're having a bloody good time. But it's making listen to the footy a bit harder today. But hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast out here today between these two quality sides. Great tackle there. But Curtin Uni able to bring it through, and Gillum, he's had a lot of the ball in this quarter so far. Kicks the ball forward, but once again picked off there. And I'll go back to CBC. It'll be a free kick. I think it's through to Newman.
Yeah, did the likes of Newman, Harding, Smith, Franklin, Andrioli been outstanding so far. Harding hasn't given corner a sniff all day, and the skipper for CBC setting the tone, and away they go through Ward here at half back. What can they do? They want to come out wide again. Here's Brodie Knight. Marks the footy on centre wing for CBC. Looks for an option. Kicks to a 2-on-1. Pearson pushed his man under the footy. Back in there with Samuel Dennis. Good contest there and tackle from Gillum. Umpire said holding the footy. Well, that was a bit stiff, but anyway, it is holding the ball. And Samuel Dennis, it will be, I think, will get the kick. No, it's going to be Gillum. Bit unlucky there. I thought Ward didn't have much opportunity to get rid of the footy, did Ward?
Yeah, I would agree with you there as well. But the umpires paid it, and once again it'll go to Gillum, who's probably had 6 or 7 touches to start this third term, and he just decides to kick it long down the low. Diolio, no, Stewart it was, almost takes a mark of the year contender. And this time it flicks across to Cronin. Cronin just hacks the ball forward there, and it's picked up by Chen. He handballs back in board, goes to Frampton, who's tackled by Leonard. Ball spills out, it's picked up by Mason. Good quick hands there. And what's the umpire said there? He's paid a free kick and it's going to go to CBC and Miles Franklin.
They're well on top here at the moment, CBC, not just on the scoreboard, but in and around the ground, aren't they? You can just sense it. Curtin Uni Wesley can't get their style of play going here at the moment.
And Franklin just chips it up there, dropped by Knight. Good pressure there, and it's going to come back. Higgins goes to kick inside 50. Not his greatest kick, but almost picked up by Diolio. Traps the ball beautifully and tries to knock it forward there. Oh, taken high. He could have been. Umpire lets it play. Bit of an airy there, but they go, and it's going to come out through Roche. So Roche, good kick there. Just goes over the top. Well done there by CBC. Just trying to keep the ball in. Curtin Uni knocked the ball out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in on the outer side. And as Mark said about a bit earlier, once again, probably the 20th throw-in of this third quarter.
This umpire will be looking for a sub out in a minute. It says a Medi sub as a boundary umpire award because Paul Buckett's shoulder's going to be absolutely buggered by the end of the day if he keeps throwing it in like this. But here we go again. Good throw in boundary umpire, and Higgins and Frampton. Frampton not able to take it down. Anthony, though, scrubs it on the left foot forward. Here comes working underneath for football on that occasion, Bonjasha. Saunders back onto it, though. Curtin Uni Wesley across the ground. Big contest. Ooh, going back with a fly to the ball was Callahan, and coming the other way was Jack Perham, but Perham just did the right thing by Callahan there, and modern day football just pulled back a little bit, look after his opponent, but up they go. Frampton now overran the footy. Curtin Uni Wesley a chance through Buick. Buick clubs the footy, collected though by Frampton. They're all going in hard. There's Zedmack on the way through. Parry now looking for a target. Corner, what can he do? Bucket's punched away there by Harding. He's worn him like a glove all day. Over the top to Mason though. In they go to Delolio. What can Delolio do? He can't do much. He gathers. Coming through is Miles Franklin. Geez, he's been impressive. Up they go towards half forward. Down Anthony. What can he do? Can he run onto it? Salamone grabs them. Ball goes high to the outer wing. Should be a mark here to Frampton. And he does. Great mark. Watching the footy, Johnny Frampton. Eyes on the ball. And he's got the footy on the half-back line for Fremantle CBC. Big Johnny just looking for a target. Lopes around on that left foot. There's been another free kick paid.
It's been a down the ground possibly here.
That's a turnover, is it? Yep. It is. That ball's gone back to Curtin Uni Wesley, so something happened off the ball that we didn't quite see there. Ward, not sure if you saw anything.
No, I missed that one, but it's going to be a free kick to Latch, and he'll bomb it long inside 50 now. Diolio tries to go up, can't take the mark there. Ball spells out once again. It's going to be CBC coming out through Andrioli. He kicks it over the top and it lands in the hands of Williamson. So Jordan Williamson just taking his time. Happy to take the pressure out of it, and he'll kick it, and it's going to float out, and out of bounds on the full. And Curtin Uni will get the ball and get a chance to reload once again. So the free kick, and it'll sit there, and I think it could be Shawnee Buick possibly with the ball. So Buick just goes and runs around, and they'll try and go back inside 50 again. Well done. Good work at the front of the pack there, and it's taken by McCarry. McCarry will go and try and move the ball quickly. Oh, it doesn't quite sit there quite right for Bucket's corner. Ball flicks out the other side, and well done by CBC as they go and bring the ball out. Flicks across to Salamone. He's taken over the top by Ratto. The umpire lets it play, and it's going to be Higgins. So Higgins goes the big up and under kick inside 50 there. Ball almost marked by Diolio, but once again it's Franklin there. Meerkat's in there. Can't quite pick it up. Ball just bouncing around. And the umpire will let that one go. And we'll have another ball up almost directly in front. And Curtin Uni pushing, trying to get their first goal since the first quarter.
Yeah, obviously next goal is a big one. In the context of the game, up they go again, deep in the forward line for Curtin Uni Wesley. Tap it down, Andrioli, left foot snap out. Goes up towards half-back, they all compete. Curtin Uni player in front, took possession. Numbers, bodies going everywhere. There's Chen going in hard. Callahan's in there for Curtin Uni. Salamone into CBC, scrubber it forward on that occasion. There's Hooker. What can they do? Chen just belts it on the left foot. Gets it up towards half forward. Strong mark, Hampson. There's the class of George Hampson. Another one-on-one mark against Buick. He's saying to Perham, where do you want it, Jack? Jack says, give it to me, George. Up they go. Punched away from Bocelli from... Good ball there, and Curtin Uni Wesley will rebound the ball from half-back. And that's a strong kick out of there by Patterson. A little bit too far, though. Ball looked like it went out of bounds on the full, and CBC win the footy back, half-back line. Bit of ping-pong here between half-back and half-forward lines at the moment. No side's able to score. CBC coming across to Hardy. Good switch up. There's Bonjasha. No, it's Dion Anthony. Got the ball on the half-back line again. Looking at that switch kick out wide to Harding, the skipper. Harding. Andrew Ollie drifting up now. Looking to run and carry. Franklin's moved his way up the ground too. They spread the oval. Good pass there from Andreoli. Marked out in front. Really good ball movement here from CBC. Just starting to make the ground look big. Spread it open, makes Curtin Uni players defend it hard. Roach calls for it short. Up they go, but Wilson. Blaine Wilson read it well. Got back ahead of Williamson and marked the footy, and Wilson chips it short to Stewart. Stewart's just dried up a little bit in this game. Roach has done a great job on him, really, hasn't he, Ward?
Yeah, look, he's been very, very good on Stewart today as the midfield group for Curtin Uni.
Yeah.
Once again, that probably tells the story of the day for the Curtin Uni midfield. CBC done such a good job, and look, when the pressure is on, they just haven't been able to get up so far. And once again, it'll be Franklin with the ball, or I think this could be Smith possibly. Either way, it's a long kick by CBC. Perham tries to fly over the top there. The ball flicks out just in front of Parrish, and we'll have a throw in about 55 metres round from CBC goal. 14 minutes gone in this third quarter, and we're yet to have a score. 4 goals, 3-27. Freo CBC lead Curtin University 2 goals, 6-18. As we mentioned, 14 minutes gone in this third term. So the two ruckmen been going at it all day. Jones and Higgins. Once again, Higgins just able to use his size, but Chen been very good around the clearances today. Flicks it inside 50. Good knock over the top there. Curtin Uni going with the ball and almost picked up there by Saunders, but the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll have another throw in 25 metres around from CBC's goal.
Surely the bound umpire at three-quarter time gets to swap sides. Warden sent his mate over here in the last quarter. He's without making a joke of it, this would have to be at least his 15th boundary throw in this quarter.
I'll tell you what, he's worked his way into a grand final spot, hasn't he?
Oh, he would have thought so. It'd be hard to take it off him. Up they go. Higgins and Perham, what can CBC do? Higgins traps it down again. Anthony in tight and grabbing Hill there. We'll have another stoppage. Players are looking very tired out here at the moment. Stoppage after stoppage, not much stopping in play without a goal being kicked. So players being asked for plenty of efforts here at the moment. Jack Perham trying to take front spot. Higgins just pushes him under the footy, grabs clean possession, kicks the ball out. Osborne wasn't able to mark it on his chest, and ball goes out of bounds. Been Herculean so far. Brock Higgins taking the ball cleanly out of the ruck on plenty of occasions today, just using that big body of his. And his midfielders haven't been able to capitalise so far on some of that dominance.
I was going to say, though, look, in the end, the margin's still only, 9 points, though. So Curtin Uni definitely still in this contest now as they try and clear the ball out through Osborne, but well done going the other way. It's been a mark by Hooker. So Tom Hooker for CBC. He'll try and reload and kick inside 50 now to the leading player in Williamson. And he just marks about 55 metres out from his goal. He'll go now. Kicks inside to Perham to his advantage. Oh, just out to the right-hand side. And Perham, he was able to get some separation from Bocelli there and could have been a mark on his chest, but just wasn't to be.
Crucial stoppage here in terms of the game. Deep in CBC's forward line. You've got the likes of Hampson, Dion Anthony, Bonjasha in there. Chen looking for a crumb. So high alert Curtin Uni defenders here. Let's see what happens. Really shallow. Perham in front. Higgins pushes him out. Hampson look for the free kick. Chen won in the footy. Dish out the left. Perham snaps on goal. No. Ball just rolling to the left. It'll go out of bounds. Oh, there's an opportunity there for Jack Perham. It was an opportunistic one. Just wasn't able to take it. And the footy transfers to the other side of the oval. We'll have another throw in over there. Left full forward pocket, CBC.
So boundary umpire throw it in. We might get a bit more distance on this one. It's a good throw in there, but Higgins still at the front of that one, able to knock it forward. Buick just able to paddle the ball and it goes out of bounds, and we'll have a reloaded throw in once again on that far side. 17 minutes gone in this third quarter. No score on the board from either side. And CBC still leading by 9 points. Boundary umpire getting ready to throw in once again. Perrin and Higgins in the ruck. Higgins, and that'll be a free kick.
Oh, big one to give away.
Oh.
In the context of this game, David Bonjasha held at the contest by Stewart. Stewart saying to the umpire, what do I do? The umpire saying pretty clearly he had hold of him. David Bonjasha will go back. Former East Fremantle footballer. It's a crucial kick for his team. What can he do? Bonjasha, 20 metres out. Stuttery approach. Has a shot on goal. The umpire has to push to the left though. He's not able to capitalise on that one. As my young bloke just pokes it back to Blaine Wilson. And I've got a round the ground score for you here. North Beach, 4 goals, 4-28. University, 3 behind, 3. So North Beach, 25 points up, Ward. Maybe half-time, you think, out there?
Yeah, it'd have to be pretty close to half-time as CBC try and reload now. And it's flicked out nicely to Williamson. Had Osborne just on his hammer there. Oh, well done. There could have been a free kick there to Perham, but no. Good spoil over the top by Sammy Dennis. Another behind on the board to CBC as they extend their lead once again out to 11 points.
Blaine Wilson to bring the ball in. Looking to come out to the broadcast side is Wilson. Kicks it long out to Cronin. Cronin and Newman to fire, but carried too far, and there's Hampton. The big left footer. Frampton, sorry. Pumps the ball. That's an average looking kick, but it's a bit of a chaos ball. Where's it land? Lands out the back. Pacelli gets back onto it. There's Saunders. They grab him. CBC crowd yell, holding the ball. Umpire's in the perfect spot, though. And said we'll have a ball up. Good tackle. Pacelli gets up. Young Jeffrey Saunders there, applying a really strong tackle. With Cronin and Perham in the ruck here. Deep into CBC's forward half. Down they go. What can they do? Picked it up here by Buick. Head over the footy. Wasn't able to pick the ball up. Quick handball out. Hampson tried to shark it. Umpire said out of bounds. And Shawnee Buick got up for that one a little bit sore. Crucial time, Ward. 5 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Can CBC find their way through the big sticks here? We'll find out. Umpire throws it in for the 400th time, and ball carries over the back. Hampson's there on the back of it. Perham, Buick wearing him tight. There's Chen in and under. Dived on top. Could have been in the back, and it is. Yeah, won the footy. Brendan Chen got in first, as he always does. Put his head over the footy and was ridden down into the contest by Stewart. He's given away a couple of free kicks late in this quarter, Stewart. The last two have resulted in shots on goal, and I think this will test Chen, though, Ward. I'm not sure this is going to be strength.
Nah, look, I think so as well, but a few of the CBC players obviously getting back there, and it feels like the wind's just picked up that little bit more as well, mate. So, going to be a tough kick, but look, really important kick in the contest game as well. Brendan Chen, you can see he's almost looking for options behind him to see if anyone wants to come through. But Brendan Chen, he'll kick from 40 out. Distance is not a problem, nor is the accuracy. And that's the goal on the board for Brendan Chen. 5 on the board for Freo CBC now, and they extend their lead. 4 goals, 5-35, leading Curtin Uni. Wesley, 2 goals, 6-18. 20 and a half minutes gone in this third term.
Great finish by Chen. Weren't sure he had the distance in him, but he did. And danger signs down here for Curtin Uni. Wesley, the home side. They now are 17 points behind with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter here. And if CBC get another one, Ward, they're in the driver's seat at three-quarter time.
Yeah, looking, this wind hasn't been predictable all day. It's been a tough one for both teams to try and navigate. And look, 7 goals, obviously, only kicked to three-quarter time almost. It probably shows how tough it's been. And look, we see the score from the other game as well. Only 4 goals kicked across there. It's not going to be a high-scoring weekend of footy in the Perth Football League now. But as Curtin Uni try and bring the ball out of the middle, hands through Leonard, trying to kick the ball forward there. The Meerkat tries to knock the ball forward there. Once again, it's picked up by Gillum. Had a lot of the ball to start this third quarter. Kicks inside 50, and Z-Mac. Good mark running through the pack there, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal.
Well, they didn't they need that one from Big Z-Mac. Strong presence in the air, we know, but today we haven't seen a lot of it. But really asserted his authority on that contest, Big Zach McCarry, and he'll go back now from 40 metres out. Tricky wind, tricky kick, but Curtin Uni Wesley need this one. They're going to stay in this contest.
So Zach McCarry kicks through it, and that's a goal on the board for Curtin Uni. Their first goal on the board since the first quarter. Their third on the board for the game, and they trim that margin back. And we're just back to a margin now of 11 points. Freo CBC, with 3 minutes left in this third quarter, still leading this contest.
Yeah, much needed goal there for Curtin Uni Wesley. Zach McCarry able to provide it, and back to an 11-point margin here. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tricky conditions. Not really sure which way it's favouring now. What's sort of swirling around here, isn't it?
Yeah, look, as we mentioned, it's just been tough conditions all day, and yeah, look, CBC probably just able to use it that little bit better, and their ball use has been better throughout the middle of the ground. You know, not very much longer to go left in this quarter now as the umpire throws it up again. Jones wins that one out of the ruck. And this time it's Ward. Ward tackled straight away, and a good tackle from behind by Stewart, and wins a holding the ball decision now. So Curtin Uni just want to go, see if they can get one last goal before three-quarter time. Good kick there, ball flicks over the top. Picked up that time by Diolio, steps inside, tackled by Franklin though. But the ball goes out to the other side, good hands, and it's kicked across the face of goal, and almost able to jag a second goal in 2 minutes, but hits the behind post, and that's a behind for Curtin Uni. Wesley, margin back to 10 points, 1.5 minutes left to go in this third term.
Yeah, Miles Franklin to bring the footy in for CBC. They won't be in any rush here. 10 points up, minute and a half to go. They'll be trying to play safe footy to finish this one out. Experienced Franklin. Just plays on, takes his distance, comes out to the outer side of the oval. Big long kick, they'll all fly up there. Oh, great mark. Sean Buick, I think it is on the outer side.
Coach Stewart.
Oh, Stewart, it is, yep. Oh, umpire, yeah, he's found a 50 metre. Stewart drew the 50. Might have been Big Jones in the protected area, I'm not sure. Geez, that's a big call this time of the game. And Cage Stewart will get taken almost to the goal line.
Geez, that is absolutely
Wow.
massive decision. And look, Cage Stewart, he good holding the ball in the middle of the ground before, and then takes an absolute ripper and a 50. And look, Cage Stewart, he's been quiet for most of the day, but he'll actually be going back for his second goal of the game. And the one will sit there and bring the margin back just to 4 points. So Cage Stewart goes through.
Oh, he's missed.
He has missed it, Cage Stewart. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I can't really, Ward, but it's that sort of day, and he's had that sort of day, really. He's been in the game, probably not his normal prolific self, but well. CBC, 8 seconds to go here. Breathe a sigh of relief, and Franklin will clear the area, and that'll be three-quarter time, you'd think. Up they go. It is indeed. Siren goes down here at South Oval, three-quarter time. Second semi-qualifying final here at Perth Footy League A-grade action. It's the visitors, CBC, 5-5-35 to Curtin Uni Wesley, 3-8-26. We'll run through the goal kickers for you. For CBC, George Hampson with 2. 1 to Parrish, 1 to Brendan Chen that quarter, and 1 to Perham. And for Curtin Uni Wesley, it's 1 goal apiece to Gillum, Stewart, and Zach McCarry in that third quarter, Ward.
Absolutely right. Look, we've had an absolute ripping contest so far. Second semi-final action out at South Oval. As we go to three-quarter time, it is the visitors in Fremantle CBC leading this one by 9 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a very short break. Fourth quarter action coming up.
I can try.
back here at South Oval. Live vision now of the team that's leading this contest. Liam Anthony with his side, Fremantle CBC, find themselves up at three-quarter time by 9 points. The score 5-5-35. Curtin, Uni Wesley 3-8-26. And look at it's been a good contest so far, and CBC would probably find themselves, pretty comfortable going into the last quarter mark.
Yeah, I think, they've been a better side so far today, that's for sure. They've had winners across the ground where Curtin Uni, Wesley, better players probably haven't been able to really stamp their ascendancy, but they're still in the contest, and when you've got the likes of Brock Higgins dominating in the middle, you're always a chance. So first goal to Curtin Uni Wesley would be game on, but if CBC can get it, the way they're playing, they'll be hard to beat. Yeah,
absolutely right. And funnily enough, look, Curtin Uni Wesley have actually had more scoring shots. I know it's only by one, but look, it just makes such a difference kicking straight, and that one right at the back end of that last quarter, Cade Stewart, probably 15 metres out, slight angle. They could be ruining that one come, full time this afternoon. But 25 minutes left. Victor goes on to a week off and straight into the A-grade grand final. The loser looks like they're going to host a final next week. And if we look at that contest at the moment, the first semi-final, I dare say it's probably close to half-time now, and it is North Beach leading that contest. 4 goals, 5-29. University, they finally put a goal on the board. They are 1 goal, 5, but still a 18-point margin to North Beach. And look, we got to see them last week. I think if they are able to make a prelim, they can actually cause a bit of damage still.
Yeah, they sure could. And the loser this side certainly is going to be playing North Beach next week, so you want to go into the grand final, let them knock each other around next week, and then pop up the following week, Ward. But you see Liam Anthony there, so animated with his group, just imploring them for one more quarter, and you could see how close the CBC players were looking at him and listening, and the message was getting through. And when you're at this stage of a big upset brewing, it's going to be very hard for Curtin Uni Wesley to get that off CBC because they can sense victory, and that's always a really powerful thing.
So it'll be interesting to see if Curtin Uni, if they do anything different to start this fourth quarter now. You look at the midfield group once again for them, and you've got Ratto in the middle. They sit there with Mason and Stewart as well, and the big man in Higgins. You've got Dion Anthony, Salamone, and it looks like a Matty Ward in there, as well as the big man in Jones. 25 minutes left of action down here at South Oval. The winner straight through to the Perth Football League A-grade grand final. The loser getting ready to play the winner of North Beach and University. Here we go, ready to roll as the umpire holds the ball aloft. And here we go again, a good knockdown by Higgins. Anthony almost able to pick that one out, but Stewart jumps on the ball, tackled straight away by Matty Ward. Stewart just tries to flick the ball out, and it's taken out of there by the ruckman in Jones, and Dion Anthony's getting up a little bit sore after that first contest, Mark.
Yeah, he's been good today, Anthony. He's a big last quarter again. Help his brother get the team home, and Ward as well scrubs it away forward. Williamson meets it out with those orange boots. See him pretty easy to pick him up is Jordan Williamson. Chan in there, he's been in and under all day. Ward again pumps the ball forward. Curtin Uni player was to meet it, didn't get rid of it by hand. They wanted holding the footy, didn't get it. Callahan's now got the footy. He come inside on his left foot. Looks to take the game on, does Callahan. Dangerous though. Then strong mark. His Hooker getting back across half back for CBC. Tommy Hooker just read that well. Took a very strong mark above his head. Looks to switch now to Franklin. It's been prolific today, Miles Franklin. Lots of their attacking drives coming from their back half, CBC today. Contest there with Perham. Hooker runs onto the loose ball. Gives back in time to Pearson. Pearson shrugs the tackle. Goes on the right foot up towards Frampton and half forward. Frampton takes the mark in front of Ratto, as he should with the size advantage. Can he find a target here, Frampton? Up towards full forward. Hampson's got the push out. Can't mark the ball. Underneath they go. Players in everywhere. Curtin Uni desperately defending. Here's Osborne. And they get out of trouble. Curtin Uni Wesley driving out towards the broadcast side. Corner pushes Harding out of the way. Marks the foot. He does buckets. Up towards Zedmack. And Hardy. Hardy takes front spot. Zedmack keeps his feet. Able to get around. Looks inside. And Delolio. Corey Delolio goes over the top. Still running is Gillum. Well, good ball movement. Curtin Uni Wesley from the back half. And a set shot for Brennan Gillum. 20 metres out directly in front.
Yeah, looking just really good ball movement there. It was a couple of really key contests that their big men were able to win for Curtin Uni, which they haven't been most of the day. And we've got a set shot for Brennan Gillum. He kicked one in the first quarter, the first goal of the game. And he'll be looking to kick this one now and bring the margin back just to 3 points. So Brennan Gillum will kick from 25 metres out directly in front. Kicks through it nicely, and the crowd are up and about. Curtin Uni with the first of the fourth quarter, and as we said, the margin now back to just 3 points.
Yeah, game on. Said that first goal was game on down here, and Curtin Uni Wesley able to get it. Luke Harding hasn't been outmarked all day, but he was on the wing there and corner able to play on. They had the spare over the top overlap, and Curtin Uni Wesley made sure of that one. And big last quarter coming up.
Yeah, and look, I noticed at the first bounce of this last quarter that Roche hadn't gone to Stewart. He was they were just going to go one-on-one, but yeah, David Roche back with that run with roll on Kate Stewart. And let's see if that can help nullify the Curtin Uni midfield. As the players reset, umpire has the ball again. Gone just over 3 and a bit minutes in this last quarter as the umpire throws up. Higgins takes it out. Can't quite get his kick away. Well done by Matty Ward, but he was tackled straight away by Curtin Uni. Oh, ball flicked out, and good pressure there by Mason. Flicks it out to the far side. Well done by Osborne. Kicks inside 50 now. Diolio! Oh, and that is an absolute ripper by Corey Diolio. And he takes a mark, and he'll go back, have a set shot on goal. Mark, if he kicks this, Curtin Uni Wesley in the lead.
Yeah, well, great mark, Diolio. He's threatened a couple of times today in the air, and experience come to the fore. The former Bomber took a mark, and can he go back and give him the lead 4 minutes into the last quarter?
So Corey Diolio will kick from about 35 metres out, just in front. The crowd would let us know. And he's kicked it. Curtin Uni Wesley back in front, leading this contest. 5 goals, 8:38. Fremantle CBC 5-5-35. 2 goals already in this fourth quarter. And we've gone 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, well, they've woken up the top side of the ladder. They're up and about here now, and now it's over to CBC to see what they can do. And they've been fantastic for 3 quarters, but the big dogs have just said, we're here to play, we want a spot in the grand final, and we're not going to walk away. So it's up to CBC now to see if they can respond. And what a great last quarter of Perth Footy League action we've got for you here right now.
Hopefully you're enjoying the action. Broadcast here live for Dartfish and Filming Footy. Second semi-final action again as the umpire throws it up, and great knock forward there, this time by Jones, picked up by Ratto. He's tackled straight away by Salamoni, and the umpire will come in and ball it up again. So Fremantle CBC, they've led around the midfield all day today. Curtin Uni putting the pressure on again, and once again Higgins goes to take it out. Couldn't pick it up this time. The umpire has found a free kick, and it is going to go to Curtin Uni. It'll go across to... It's going to go to Ratto. He'll just sit there and take his time now. Curtin Uni with the lead. He'll just kick long to a contest. You've got Latch. You've got corner there. Oh, almost a good mark there by Newman. It was balled in the end. Flicked out the far side by Hooker. Pearson taken high. And that's a free kick against Leonard.
Hasn't been able to get into the contest today, Chris Leonard. Hardly at all today. But a very quiet day for his standards.
So Luke Pearson with the ball. They've used the ball well all day, have CBC. Kicks this one long. Frampton almost takes a good mark there. Ball flicked out the back there. Williamson was there as well, and it's gone across to Ward. Ward just chips it forward, and it is this time marked by Frampton. Frampton will go long inside 50 there. Perham! And a good diving mark there by Jack Perham. And a great mark by Johnny Frampton. So Jack Perham goes and plays on. Goes around. Oh, almost a good mark on the line. Has he paid it?
He has. It's Parrish, isn't it?
Oh, the umpire said it has gone through for a behind. So almost a good mark by Ali Parrish. And Curtin Uni get out of jail, and they look to bring the ball in again. And it's kicked out to that far side and marked by Patterson. So Brad Patterson with the ball, the left footer. Hasn't had a lot of it today, but he's generally used it pretty well. And once again kicks it, but it's flicked over the top. Goes to Smith. So Luke Smith goes and kicks the ball forward, and it's marked by Frampton. So Johnny Frampton, bit of the ball to start this fourth quarter. And Freo CBC need him. Kicks it long. Oh, Perham almost takes a good mark there. Good pick up by Chen. Could have been held without the footy. Umpire says play on. Good tackle there by Parrish. And the umpire will come in and ball it up once again. Fremantle CBC pushing. Really need the next goal in this contest now. The umpire's found a blood rule. And we're going to have a player coming from the ground now. Looks like it's a Curtin Uni Wesley player. Can't quite see who it is from our vantage point at the moment. The player coming back on will be Daniel Hill.
Might be Stewart, is it? Cade Stewart? I think it was Stewart coming off. There it is. Mason coming back on for him.
So the umpire will have the ball again. Close to the Fremantle CBC goal. Let's see what they can do as the umpire throws the ball up again. No one able to take that one out of the ruck cleanly though. Curtin Uni straight to it. Hampson at the bottom of that one, as is Roche. As is Cade Stewart as well. And Shawnee Buick. And the umpire will reload and throw it up once again. 8 minutes gone in this last quarter. Curtin Uni Wesley leading by 2 points. As the umpire throws it up again, Rado picks it up, brings it in, and the umpire will come and grab it again. I think we're going to have a lot of stoppages to finish this last quarter there, Mark.
Yeah, you think so. Brock Higgins will sleep well tonight. He's been in pretty much every single one of them today, the big fella, as he's come to expect when you hold the ruck like that. But yep, stoppage after stoppage, and you just got to sense that obviously with the score so tight, this is going to come down to just one act at the end, Ward, or something's going to happen here that's going to define this game. But poor old bound umpire, he swapped sides and he's still got plenty to do.
Mate, I was thinking
just following him around, but Higgins taps the ball down. Numbers everywhere around the contest. Rado went in hard. Umpire said no, we'll ball it up, and yeah, the poor umpire over there. The ball spent the whole quarter on the other side this quarter. He swapped sides and it's been following him around, but he'll sleep well as Brock Higgins tonight, but Salamone couldn't go through, took possession. Umpire said play on. Higgins again, right foot kick forward. Franklin's there for CBC. Gets back onto the contest. Miles Franklin uses his slippery stuff, gets it over to Jones.
Ooh.
Umpire said it was a throw, did he? Geez, that was tough. Miles Franklin tried to make the play there, a bit unlucky, but good tackle from Parry. Curtin Uni Wesley with the footy now, smack bang in the middle of South Oval. Jared Parry, buckets the sun, kick it to me. He'll go a bit wider out to Brennan Gillum though. And Gillum unable to mark the footy. Left it in play though. Frampton picks it up. Big Jones tackled. Able to knock it down. Gillum's in there again. Diving on the ball. Numbers everywhere. Leonard's in there for Curtin Uni Wesley. They dive on top of him. Umpire, what are you going to do there? He said we'll ball it up. No reasonable attempt to get rid of it made, but umpire was happy that he didn't have prior opportunity. And we'll ball it up here with two Curtin Uni players getting up a little bit sore there in Leonard and Gillum. Jones and Higgins to go it again. Higgins just uses his frame, pushes Jones out the way. Here's Mears, couldn't pick it up this time. We'll have another boundary throw in. Half forward line for Curtin Uni Wesley. They lead by 2 points. 10 minutes gone last quarter. Second semi-final Perth Footy League. A-grade action down here at South Oval. What a cracking game we've had so far. The other boundary umpire gets some good use. Got a spring in the step and away they go. Jones couldn't get it down. Higgins back onto it. In there is Osborne. Jones follows up. Two CBC players in to tackle. We'll have another throw up. Game right on the line here. Both sides for a spot in the grand final. Looking to crack it up. Higgins couldn't take clean possession. Stewart's in there. They're on top of him. Gee, they've ridden him hard today, Cade Stewart. And we'll have another ball up. See the Dianella Morley boys ready to play the late game. Good luck, lads.
As the umpire throws the ball up again, Higgins able to take that one, but good spoil by Roche. Once again, another good spoil by Roche, and that was absolutely exceptional play by the run with player from Fremantle CBC. And the boundary umpire will have another go and throw it in once again. 11.5 minutes gone in this fourth term. He throws it in, and Jones able to knock that one. Goes to Ward. Ward just slips through his hands there. Wasn't able to get boot to ball. And the umpire will come in again, and we'll have another throw up. Curtin Uni leading this contest still by 2 points. They've kicked the only 2 goals of this fourth quarter so far. And this time it's picked up by Parry. Goes onto his left foot. Flick forward there. Almost a good pick up there by Smith. And the ball just trickles inside 50 for Curtin Uni. Goes out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in about 45 metres around from Curtin Uni's goal. So it's definitely got to be go time for Freo CBC now. They've played so well, keeping themselves right in this contest. And we're leading at three-quarter time. But the juggernaut of Curtin Uni come back, kick the first two of this last quarter. And really looking to push in this fourth quarter now. And good pressure from both times there. Cade Stewart and Jones. And they found a free kick. And he's going to go against Jones. It's going to go to Cade Stewart. So Cade Stewart plays on. Kicks from 49 metres out. And that is a down-the-ground free kick. And the umpire has paid that free kick against Roche, and that is going to be a free kick in the goal square.
Well, it was right in the action of kicking, so the umpire was waiting for it, but I'm not sure Roche did too much wrong on that occasion. The umpire looked like he called it down the ground, but now he's brought it back.
Yeah, he has indeed. He did call it down the ground to start with.
Well, this is a good outcome for CBC because that would have been nearly game over had that been in the goal square, given the way the game's played today. But Cade Stewart's got the footy 55 metres out, the left footer. Zed Mack gives him an option, plays on, goes to the contest. They're all going to fly here. Up they go. Knocked it down. CBC Williamson's in there trying to pick the loose ball up. Jordan Williamson tried to bust through. Roach is there. The crowd wanted to hold the footy, not to be. Ward goes inside, bit of a scrubber kick, and wasn't able to hit his target. And Callaghan for Curtin Uni. Wesley's got the footy, the left footer. Big Bucket's corners down. Looks like he might have hurt himself in that last contest. Callaghan goes in. Another big kick to the top of the square. They all fly. Newman's there. Great mark, Jordan Newman.
Mark.
Fantastic mark. The big defender in front. Contested mark. Really important one for his side, Ward.
Yeah, look, he's been just part of that back line today for CBC that's been absolutely red hot. And with Jordan Newman, the big centre-half back for them, has been very good so far. And he looks to relieve the pressure now. Kicks it long down. Oh, almost a good mark over the top there, but flicks across. It's gone to Frampton. Johnny Frampton flicks across and goes to Perham. Perham all by himself. Doesn't have a lot of players in front of him now. And just waits for some options to go across and just kicks across the side there. He finds a player all by himself from CBC. Just goes and plays on there. Goes to Hampson. Just a change of interchange there. And George Hampson with the ball. A kick and a half from goal now. CBC want the ball in his hands. Let's see what he can do. Hampson goes and kicks inside 50 now. Almost a mark. No one able to pick that one up. Saunders at the bottom there. Flicks across. Goes to Roche. Onto his right boot. And David Roche with the goal. And Fremantle CBC back in front.
Well, big goal there from CBC. George Hampson and David Roach done the job all day on Cade Stewart. Able to find his way through there, Roach. He's coming to the bench now. What an important goal. 10 minutes to go here. CBC in front by 4 points, 6-6-42 to Curtin Uni Wesley, 5-8-38. And what a last 10 minutes we've got. Don't go anywhere if you're watching this live footy action on Perth Footy League, because we have got a finish coming up for you for a spot in the grand final. Both these sides know everything's on the line in the last 10 minutes here, Ward.
Yeah, look, it's been an absolute cracking contest so far, and both of these teams showing why they finished 1 and 2 on the ladder. Starting to get a bit dark now. We're waiting for the lights to come on. It was cold to start this game, and it's just getting bloody colder all the time. But 9 minutes left to go as the umpire throws it up again. Different ruck match up this time, but CBC able to take it through the middle, through Matty Ward. Up and under kick there. No one able to take that mark. Comes down to the block, and Salamoni able to pick it up. Flicks it back and goes to Pearson. He'll go inside 50 again. Perham is the target. Can't quite take the mark. Uses his body well, though. But Curtin Uni just trying to get it back. Goes to Frampton. Frampton handballs over the top. Opportunity here for Hampson. George Hampson! And he has kicked a goal for Fremantle CBC. They've kicked 2 in 2 minutes and extend their lead out now back up to 10 points.
That's his third, Hampson. Class of George Hampson, the X-Factor player. CBC, 2 goals in a row. Well, 10 points in front. 9 minutes to go down here. And the challenge is now on to you, Curtin Uni Wesley. What have you got left in the tank?
Jeez, if you told me 3 minutes ago that CBC would be back in front by 10 points, I would have had a laugh at you again, mate. But, yeah, look, they've done very, very well now. And leading this contest are Fremantle CBC.
Well,
so 8 minutes left to go in this game. Grand final spot up for grabs. And Fremantle CBC right in the box seat. As the umpire throws the ball up again, Frampton and Higgins in the ruck. Great tackle that time by Cade Stewart. Brendan Chen at the bottom, but he didn't like it, did the umpire. And the free kick is going to go to Chen.
there's a card coming here.
Could be a yellow, I think. And that is a crucial time to lose a player, especially of the ilk of Cade Stewart.
Yellow card for dangerous tackle there, I think it was, for Stewart, and that's his day done. And that hurts Curtin Uni Wesley, like you said, Ward. That's their best ball getter. He's had one of those days today, Cade Stewart. He's been bubbling over. They've got under his skin, and that's the final time we'll see him today, unfortunately.
So Fremantle CBC ball in the middle of the ground. It'll be a free kick to Brendan Chen. He just flicks it across to Andrioli. Just goes the long kick. Williamson is his target. Couldn't quite get the mark. It was knocked forward there. And here come Curtin Uni now. Kick inside 50. It's a good kick to Gillum. So Brendan Gillum takes the mark. Goes straight away. Left foot kick inside 50 there. How does it sit? Does sit pretty well. Steps inside. Well done by Mason. Flicks it across the face of goal. Goes to McCarry. Zach McCarry. And that is a goal for Curtin Uni Wesley. They're not done yet, Mark.
No, they're not indeed. Didn't expect they would be, and big Z-Mac, well played on the boundary line here to keep it in play. That was really smart stuff, and then just to bring the ball back over the top, and big Z-Mac snapped it through. As we see here from Mason, it could have been out of bounds. I think it was just in play, but one of those tight ones. And Z-Mac able to make the difference, Ward, and back with inside a kick.
So 4 points the margin out here at South Oval. Freo CBC leading this one by the 4 points at the moment.
Oh, Dartfish player of the day.
It's going to be tough.
Wow. Holy jokes. I mean, could give it to a number of players on the field at the moment, Ward, and maybe someone will stand up in the next 6 minutes and grab it. Up we go, Frampton and Higgins. Higgins takes the ball clean again out in the middle. Chan dives on it though. Here comes Ward for CBC. Ward shrugs it off, puts the ball inside 50. Perham in front. Coming through was Cronin. Loose ball. CBC onto it. Williamson on the right foot. Banana. Oh, just misses to the left, Jordan Williamson. Well, we thought that one might have just done enough, but it didn't. It just sat out to the left. It's a 5-point lead for Fremantle CBC. 5 minutes to go. Blaine Wilson bringing the ball back in. Curtin Uni Wesley. Straight down the middle goes Wilson. Indirected kick though, and very strong mark again. CBC. David Bonjasha there. He's got the football. Smack bang in the middle of South Oval. Bonjasha. He goes deep and long. Give us a contest. They all fly everywhere. Numbers up. Hampson at the fall of the ball again. Here's Salamone. Steps around one and another. Dribbles it through. Luke Salamone has a goal for CBC. Luke Salamone's found a way home. And is that enough, Ward, for CBC to take this one?
So Curtin Uni Wesley, they're going to need to kick 2 goals now in 4.5 minutes. Otherwise, Fremantle CBC, we're going to see them. Bassendean Oval, the 17th of September. Playing in the A-grade grand final, and who would have thought? They've been absolutely red hot all day, have Freo CBC. Been really good around the middle of the ground, and now their forwards just starting to come to the front now.
Well, what have we got left in this game? 4 minutes to go. Higgins and Jones. Jones gets his hand on it. Higgins back on the footy. Brock Higgins shivs it out. Mason can't get his way through. He does. Here comes Leonard. Stoppage for Curtin Uni. Gillum on the end of it. Good hit, Chris Leonard. Brennan Gillum marks the ball. Half forward line. Goes up forwards. Full forward. Z-Mac and Harding. And the skipper for CBC, Luke Harding. Another strong mark. Been fantastic all day today, as Harding. Umpire says play on Luke, and he drives the ball out of that area. They'll compete up wide. Numbers everywhere. Roach couldn't mark it. The ball goes out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in 3 minutes to play. CBC hanging on to a 12-point lead. It's a pretty handy lead, Ward. You'd think from here, it's hard to see how Curtin Uni Wesley can actually win from here.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very tough. And this contest, or every contest now, is going to be absolutely crucial as Cronin picks up the ball. He's set upon straight away by a heap of CBC players. ball bounced around and once again picked up. And the umpire is going to throw the ball up once again. So the umpire throws the ball up again. Salamoni just rolls out of bounds. And we'll have another throw in now. 2.5 minutes left to go in this contest. CBC with a handy lead. It's now or never for Curtin Uni as the umpire throws it up. Higgins and Jones. Probably 50-50 out of that one now. Jones just trying to pick the ball up. They'll be happy for another stoppage there. Jones. Oh, and the umpire just picks it up once again. And we'll have another stoppage in the middle of the ground. The two ruckmen going at it all day. Higgins just sits there and waits this time. Hampson picks it up, tackled by Higgins. Anthony just palms off there, flicks back to Matty Ward. He's been very, very good today. Kicks it long, just looking for distance. Perham was the target there, almost takes a one-hander. Pacelli looking after him as well, and the ball travels out of bounds. Just under 2 minutes left to go in this contest. And I'm going to call it now, mate. Fremantle CBC, they're playing in the grand final in 2 weeks' time. Curtin Uni, they'll be back here next week and will be back here next week to host a final between University and North Beach. And North Beach are still leading that game at the moment, and that is going to be an absolute ball terror. The
juggernaut, that is CBC, are in the grand final. Big bully Fairhead, CBC legend. Pretty happy to see that result. 2 goals up here, and they look like they're home with a minute to play. I'm going to go and look out for the Dartfish player of the day, Warden, for me. It's going to one of the players with no hair in their head who have been outstanding in the back line today for CBC. And I'll go and pick one out, and I'll see you after the game.
Good on you, mate. As a last minute of action out here at South Oval. And Bryn Osborne goes and picks the ball up there, tries to flick it forward. Well done by Ratto. Ball and knock forward there, and Hooker goes and chases it. And Mears pushes him over the boundary line right in front of the interchange. Fremantle CBC starting to get excited on that side of the ground now. They know the result is in the bag. As the umpire throws in it again. Jones able to pick that one up, and Anthony just goes the big up and under kick now. Trying to get distance. Almost a mark there. And one down by Williamson. He picks up the ball, and it is just taken out of bounds. Richard Cronin with him for company as well. 15 seconds left in this contest. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast out here today on behalf of Dartfish and Filming Footy as Higgins takes it out the ruck. Last gasp effort now for Curtin Uni Wesley. Andrioli tries to go for mark of the year, and that is full time out here at South Oval. Fremantle CBC, they're going to the grand final. They'll be playing on the last day of September for the Perth Footy League out at Bassendean Oval. They've defeated the minor premiers in Curtin Uni Wesley. And as I said, we'll be back here next week to host the game between themselves and the winner of the game between University and North Beach. As Mark Winnett makes his way out to the middle of the ground at the moment, he'll be looking for the Dartfish player of the day. And we'll look out and see which player he is able to grab. And look, it started through the middle of the ground today. Brock Higgins obviously very, very dominant for Curtin Uni Wesley. Jones was very, very good obviously for Fremantle CBC as well, but it was that midfield group that started through there today of Roche, who did such a good job on Cade Stewart and Salamoni and Matty Ward and the other players as well. And I don't think we're far away now from flicking across to Mark Winnett. We'll be pretty close to our Dartfish player of the day. And my gut feeling is it's going to be someone from the back line from Fremantle CBC. And we're not very far away from now. We'll flick across to Mark Winnett with our Dartfish player of the day.
Dartfish player of the day, the skipper of CBC, Luke Hardy. Mate, how does that feel?
That's bloody good. That's season. A lot of effort by the boys. That's what we come here for. So that's awesome.
Mate, the back line are after all outstanding, and by yourself and Miles Franklin have got to get a fucking corner and
So well done to Fremantle CBC, and congratulations to Luke Harding. He's absolutely wrapped, as are the CBC side. They're going to the big dance out at Bassendean Oval in 2 weeks' time, and they get the week off. While for Curtin Uni, Wesley, look, they're going to need to reload, refocus, and Craig White will have to get them up and about for next week. And look, unfortunately, it's going to be without the player in Lockie Dennis, possibly a serious knee injury. And look, all the best for them as they get ready for the clash next week between North Beach and University. It's been a pleasure covering this game out here today at South Oval. As I mentioned, we'll be back here next week for another game, the prelim final, to see who Curtin University, if they can get back into the grand final and have a rematch against Fremantle CBC. But whoever they play against, it's going to be an absolute ripping contest. My name's been Ward Harris. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the footy. And we'll see you next week back out at South Oval.